Did you see that that Kenyon Martin shit?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll touch that a little later. I'm curious. I'm curious how you see that, but now I don't want to talk about it right now. Okay, there we go. Now, what you say is going on? Trump did what?
He issued a threat to Iran saying if they don't open up that strait within 48 hours, he gonna actually take out their power plant, starting with the biggest one.
What's Michael talking? That's what Michael talking about here.
You say what now?
That's what Michael.
I'm quite honestly just stunned right now by the news of the United States lifting sanctions on the country of Iran. Just think about this. We are lifting oil sanctions on the country that we are currently.
Unless I'm I read that wrong.
President Donald Trump has a new threat to Iran: stop attacking energy targets or face a major backlash. That follows an Iranian attack on Qatar and an Israeli attack on Iranian gas facilities. Now, Doug Lazater has more from Washington, D.C. on this.
World energy markets are already roiled, and President Trump wants the attacks on energy facilities on all sides to stop.
Massive flames caught on camera in Iran, what appears to be a major Israeli attack on the country's South Pars gas field. After Iran retaliated against Qatar, President Trump had enough, writing on Truth Social that if the attacks continue, the United States of America will massively blow up the entirety of the South Pars gas field at an amount of strength and power that Iran has never seen or witnessed before.
The United States is engaging in massive military coercion by saying, look, we can take out your energy, Iran. We don't want to do that because we do want to leave your country intact.
During an often contentious hearing on Capitol Hill, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard said Iran's regime is still in control.
The IC assesses the regime in Iran appears to be intact but largely degraded due to attacks on its leadership and military capabilities.
And the impact here at home is clear, with gas prices rising each day. Vice President J.D. Vance in Michigan saying the spike is temporary.
We're working on a number of things. In fact, a couple of things that I think will be announced in just the next 24 to 48 hours. I don't want to get ahead.
Hold on, I gotta run out grab this food. I'll be right back.
We're now entering week 4 of Operation Epic Fury. The world has seen that America has the deadliest, most proficient, most insistent and powerful military in the history of the world. And the regime's capabilities have to have been severely affected. We've seen the Capitol on fire. Khamenei is dead, as are many others. And yet, it's been almost 2 weeks since the president declared victory, and still the regime is intact and killing Iranians with impunity and holding world trade hostage. Look, it's not un-American or pro-regime to say this situation just doesn't seem to add up. We're told the threat by the regime was imminent. That's what the president says. But his director of national intelligence under oath won't say that. And while we see the results of our efforts, we don't see how many innocents have been hit. What has been destroyed that was not supposed to be? This is a fair question to ask after how that bombing of the school was mishandled by the administration. And now there's a second front in the war in Lebanon, and that is escalating in rapid and bloody fashion. It's just odd that the president is saying we won over a week ago, but he's also saying that he needs thousands of additional troops to be sent into the region and an extra $200 billion. And he also now says he needs allies. Originally, our president mocked our allies and said they were untrustworthy. Now he says he needs their help to do what he already declared victory for doing. It just doesn't make sense. And another thing I don't get is that the president just said he doesn't want a ceasefire, but he also doesn't want to remove the regime. So then When does this end? Is it really about when he feels it in his gut? And if the regime really does pose an imminent threat, how do we justify not taking it out completely? If you're really doing this for the Iranian people and you know they can't overthrow the regime, then how do you justify not taking out the regime? And if the president is okay with a theocratic regime and doesn't want to be in the regime change business, then why didn't you just bomb the sites remotely like you did last time and get in and out quickly? It just doesn't make sense. And why is anything that I just said fairly interpreted as being pro-regime or not caring about the Persians or Iranians trapped? I mean, let's just state as a matter of fact, I don't know anybody who platforms Iranians who are trapped there in the cause of suffrage of their people more than we do. But that's not even the point. This isn't about being insensitive to the Iranian people. It's about being sensitive to the very real idea that they may be worse off after this war if the regime survives. By the way, so may we. If you can't convince the American people you have a plan that more than likely takes out the regime and more than likely helps the Iranians take control with something better, if you can't establish that, then how can you expect everybody to be okay that this war is replacing the domestic agenda? And no, there is no walking and chewing gum. Nothing is happening.
What Chris Cuomo punk ass talking about? Yo.
Yeah, say what?
So what Chris Cuomo punk ass talking about?
I wasn't paying attention.
Shit, this motherfucker said boots on the ground makes sense.
Well, Chris Cuomo said that?
No, John Bolton.
Well, you got no choice. You got no choice if you want to try to like maintain, do a regime change. Like sitting there saying it, sitting there saying you're gonna do that dumb shit without doing it. Oh.
Now for this debate over what is and is not an imminent threat?
Well, in part, it's because Trump raised the Iranian threat as imminent in his opening remarks after the war had started. I'm not aware of what the evidence is that would make it imminent, other than that Iran could easily buy a nuclear warhead from North Korea and have it in 72 hours. But the real point is that imminence is not required before a legitimate exercise of self-defense. And somebody who says that we have to wait until innocent American civilians are imminently threatened by nuclear holocaust, sorry about that. I don't think that's proper international law. I think we're well within both our international legal rights and just simple prudence to deal with this threat before it becomes even worse than it already is.
Right, and once it becomes imminent, it may be a little bit too late. You hope that you figure out what exactly that precise window is if you follow that logic. The larger point here is this debate about whether or not the United States was justified in attacking Iran. You've made a good point as to why. I would go a step further and say the Iranians are proving why, which is now they're trying to close the Strait of Hormuz and hold the world blackmail, essentially.
Why do they act like if you get attacked and you retaliate, now you the bad guy for your retaliation? Who's buying that?
That base. That base is still on it.
I don't get it.
But Donald Trump said 48 hours, man, they got to
Bernie Sanders chiming in there. So I did speak briefly with President Trump earlier.
Man, they hate this lady, dude.
Today, and he talked about the fact that all he believes is necessary in this
plan
is a presence. He said, obviously, there's a danger that When you think about it, and Kaylee, let me get your thoughts on this. If you had that mobilization of an effort by including Japan, potentially South Korea, who the president told me today are better than NATO, but not great in terms of showing up for us. If you had ships from France, ships from the United Kingdom, and they all were there to just do protective caravans through the strait, wouldn't that presence in and of itself create a whole different dynamic?
Absolutely. That would be a game changer. And
you build a coalition before you go to war. You don't go start some shit and then say, I need y'all. No, that's not how it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that's what they saying. Fuck
big
off.
reporting that you got there from President.
That's why I tell him to fuck off right now.
Yeah.
President Trump. We heard in his meeting with Takaichi yesterday in the Oval Office that they are stepping up. They are
threat. The Strait of Hormuz, within 48 hours from this exact point in time, the United States of America will hit and obliterate their various power plants, starting with the biggest one first. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald James Trump.
Yeah.
Are being cooperative, and the degree to which that is manifested, we will see, but it would be a game changer for gas prices. Ultimately, though, I think you are going to see a market recalibration in the long term when it comes to oil and gas. And what I mean by that is when you look at the action President Trump took in Venezuela, we have seen $2 billion in transactions on oil and gas out of Venezuela since that took place. And in fact, they have the largest proven crude oil reserve in the world, 303 billion barrels. So we will see a market recalibration, not just in Venezuela, but in Iran when this all gets resolved. I would remind everyone, when we looked at those gas prices, the national average pulled up $3.88. The national average under Biden at its height was over $5. What did we get for that? Nothing. What will we get for this potentially? An Iran that is never able to have a nuclear weapon. And finally, I would just say this. I am so tired of hearing from the left, was this imminent? Was this imminent? This wasn't imminent. This wasn't imminent. Well, wait, let's go back in all of time. Let's go back to President Obama. I found a 2015 report from Obama just after the nuclear deal was reached. And it says this: before this agreement, Iran's breakout time, that's the time to get a nuclear weapon, was 2 to 3 months. So 10 years ago, they were 2 to 3 months from a nuclear weapon, but this isn't imminent. I have a clip from Jen Psaki, too, where she says the breakout time is a few months. Oh, but wait, this wasn't imminent. So when does it become imminent? When they get a nuclear weapon, when there's mutually assured destruction, when we can't stop them any longer? I guess that is the answer of the left.
Yeah, Jessica, it's so interesting to me when you look at history and you look at the alliances that we've had with the United Kingdom, for example.
She about to pop their ass, boy.
Put out a brand new statement this afternoon. And they underline that the UK is now working closely with international partners to develop a viable plan to safeguard international shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. So it sounds like they're starting to come around. We've heard General Jack Keane say that he believes that eventually they'll be there. We've heard Mark Rutte say the same thing. But the president sounds like he's kind of completely fed up with this dollar late, too short response from the United Kingdom in particular.
Well, yeah, he's definitely frustrated because a lot hasn't gone the way that he thought that it would, not only with being able to start a war without giving a heads up to some of your longest held alliances, but in the reaction from Iran. He said in the Oval Office a few days ago, no one could have predicted that they were going to react this way when there was widespread evidence that they were going to, in fact, react exactly this way. The notion that all of the criticism is coming from the left is really unfounded. I was watching an interview with Senator John Kennedy from this afternoon with Joshua Burns, where they're talking about the supplemental funding, that they're going to come for another $200 billion when the Pentagon is already funded at $1.1 trillion. He said, I'm not signing off on $1 more unless there are hearings on this. There should be enough money to do it. Especially since it started out as this is a targeted mission. It could be just a few days, then we move to a week or two. Now we're at 4 to 6 weeks. But these ships that are coming over with more troops, it takes a couple weeks for them to get there. So we're already at least at that point. And we know that we're going to have those boots on the ground to secure the Iranian coastline and hopefully get the Strait of Hormuz back open. This is the least popular war or military intervention in modern American history. They have done, I guess, in their pitch, they've increased the support for it 5 and 10 points, depending on the poll, only bringing you up to the mid 40s. They have made basically no effort to sell this to the American people. And I understand railing against the idea of, President Trump, he promised us no new wars, et cetera. Really, the line in the sand is those boots on the ground. People have a large threshold to tolerate strikes abroad, but when American lives are going to be lost, which they already have been, potentially more coming. I think 232 have been wounded, most of them with severe brain trauma. The American public is not interested in that. And if you can't be bothered to really make the case to them and get them behind it the way that we have seen in past conflicts, it's not surprising that you end up with a result where Trump is basically having to go it alone in a lot of ways and just rail against our friends.
But we've heard from presidents, and Paul, I'd love to get your thoughts on this, for almost my entire lifetime, that something needed to be done about this regime, that they were killing Americans year after year after year. Hundreds of Marines in Beirut. They were attacking the United States. They control the strait with a chokehold on it that is untenable. The idea that if we had done nothing, there wouldn't have been ramifications for that is something that has long been negated in anyone who has studied the situation closely, Paul. So when you look now at where we are, we're a little more than 3 weeks into this. 3 weeks is nothing. I mean, it took a month to secure Iwo Jima. A month, okay? Your thoughts?
This is a nation, first of all, with 90 million people, which is highly militarized and obviously a completely despotic regime that spends all day, every day, not thinking about its people, but thinking about how to get rid of Israel and America, not necessarily in that order. Let's up the stakes here. This is something you don't hear very often. Iran had an intercontinental ballistic missile program, ICBM. What does that mean? That means at some point when that thing is fully developed, it can reach New York, Rome, Paris, London. All of the people right now that are saying, except for New York, okay, go ahead, America, we'll hold your coats. NATO, by the way, who hasn't even hit the 2% of required spending under the current charter. We hear about, they're going to go to 5%. That's 2035. By then, they'll find a way to get out of it, okay? The ICBM program, one of the things that drives it is, and another thing you don't hear about, Iran has satellites. So Iran they're not up there for civilian purposes. They're not up there to broadcast the internet. They're there to guide missiles. So at some point, when you have a nuclear device, which they told Witkoff, we got the goods, right? Well, now you got a missile you can put it on. You can reach all of these places. Every president, 7 presidents in a row said, this thing is an existential problem. I was at the Council of Foreign Relations in the room with Kerry when he got off the plane from Austria. His first stop was CFR. I was there. I was newly inducted. He came in, he talked to that crowd, which is center-left, by the way, and at the end of the day, he had to resolve to, look, we're not naive. That's what he yelled at the crowd, because everybody's like, we're not buying it, pal. Are you kidding me? You're telling me that we're going to trust them for their inspections? So all that Trump did here, and by the way, MAGA, CNN poll, 100% behind Donald Trump right now. I mean, when have you ever seen 100% in anything?
MAGA?
Yeah, of MAGA, yes. Well, yeah. So what? I mean,
Except
that's...
sans Megyn Kelly and Tucker
Let me ask you this.
Carlson.
Who wins the election tomorrow under the current circumstances with the war going on? Put him
Kamala
against
Harris.
Newsom or Kamala? Kamala wins.
If you help, there has been polling that she would win. If you go out and you look at those gas prices and you look at the fact that inflation is ticking up and the prediction now is that it's going to be over 5%, Kamala Harris is winning that election.
Okay.
Yikes.
You cling to that, but the idea that Kamala Harris could win an election among 330 sentient human beings in this nation isn't going to happen.
Nope. So, Greg, I spoke today to a national champion wrestler in Iran who's now an activist. There was a 17-year-old young man, a 19-year-old, excuse me, who was hung in a public square. I am not hearing outrage on what's going on here about him or about the 30,000 people who were killed in the streets by people.
So, y'all give a fuck about these Iranian citizens when the same thing was happening to the people in Gaza. And y'all didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It killed me how they selectively care about people.
Remember I said that?
Here, you said what?
Remember I just said that about Robbie Mueller, Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
And Senator McCain?
Like, the principles only, you only have principles when it favors you.
Which is fake, and they ignore
why they're
it.
so silent on all of this.
It's
your
fake
thought?
that they ignore the fucking fact. I mean, everyone ignores it.
Everybody what?
They know it's fake and they just ignore it. they know it. They know it, and they just kind of like ignore it like it's no big deal. Like even Democrats ignore when they do that shit.
If we went over there like, hey man, they shoot their own people, man. Somebody gotta do something. I'm with that. But apply it across the board if that's the policy. This little French faggot right here, boy.
On all of this. What's your thought on that or all of this?
Well, because it's a political calculation. It's not a moral one. It is normal to be against war. You know, no one argues with that unless what you've said and done before disqualifies you. So if you were anti-Trump on everything, then we know that what you're doing now isn't driven by facts or premises or results. It's driven by emotion. So when you come out against the war, it's kind of a false positive. It doesn't matter. Of course, there are people on the right who are critical of the war. That holds more weight until you look at why. A lot of them link it to Israel, but the internet will show you Trump was all about Iran before Netanyahu was. And this is despite the loudest influencers, which you mentioned, saying very critical.
That was all about Iran before Netanyahu was. Really?
What?
It's crazy. See what I'm talking about, man? It's crazy. This guy been talking about it for 40 years. Donald Trump didn't even bring it up fucking 5 years ago. This guy been talking about this shit for 30 years at least, if not 40.
Trump was about Iran before Netanyahu.
I think how crazy that is, man.
And he said, like, the confidence, it just trips me out, dude.
Of the war, generally influencers that you mock and degrade until they agree with you. But the MAGA poll you can laugh at, but that's exactly who these people claim to speak for. That is why it's important. The idea that if it's not popular, you shouldn't do it. I'm just glad that that's why Trump doesn't care. Because imagine if you ran by that 100 years ago or whatever. It's.
You see the racist shit?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're watching a pot of water.
I knew he was going there. As soon as he said, if you want to run on what's popular, you know, it was popular to treat niggers like niggers. Even though he hate black, this shit crazy, man. Like it's like a racist motherfucker argue against racism when it fits his argument.
Boiling, and it's our job to comment on the changing bubbles. But we should step back and look at the pot, the globe. The world is changing, and a lot of the change is due to Trump, whether it's Cuba, Venezuela, Iran, the Middle East in general, Russia, Ukraine, China. It seems like things are happening around the world, and they're kind of going our way for once. Before Trump, there were things going around in the world in reverse. Right? If they were in Trump's position, no leader would forfeit the progress that he's making right now. Think about that. They know what he's doing. And it's hard to debate the nuts and bolts on this when you're coming off of 8 years of Democratic rule. You know, the chief criticism is, you know, Trump doesn't have a plan. He doesn't have a plan. Well, you didn't reveal that plan when you opened the border. When you just.
What do you mean open the border? I never understood. Like, what you mean open the border?
Yeah, complete weirdo, man.
Created so many burdens on our cities and the crime inflicted on our citizens, the effect on our culture, the traditions of assimilation, all of things fell apart. What was your plan then? The only plan you had was for cheap lawn care and a nanny. You also had no plan when you deliberately put forth a dementia patient for president, and then you threw a drunk in his place when it didn't work out. Where was the plan?
Damn. That man been in politics, man, his whole life. We had a worldwide pandemic, fucking inflation going crazy all over the world. Our economy was performing the best out of any other country. He fucking did the insulin price thing. He did the infrastructure thing. He negotiated the release between like 4 countries to get some Americans back home. They just reduced him to a dementia patient. She gave an interview where she's laughing And they just said, "Oh, she looks like she's drunk." She was a prosecutor for fucking California. She was a goddamn senator. She was a vice president. Um, that woman has accomplishments that she's done in her life, and just reduce her to a fucking drunk so comfortably.
Never any plan. There was no plan when you elevated trans dogma as some malignant force in schools and sports, or when you demonized Trump supporters so that people got shot. So I don't want to take...
Demonized Trump supporters so people got shot. You hearing this shit?
Yeah.
Any criticism about where's your plan, where Democrats can barely plan a lunch.
Look, it's like asking Eisenhower and, the height of the war, Calais or Normandy. We're not telling you. Of course we're not telling you. That's just how this stuff works. I mean, come on.
Yeah, just one last thought. The irony of Greenland just keeps coming back to my mind, that France and the UK scrambled to get some troops over to Greenland to protect Greenland from President Trump. Yeah. Right. But they're not willing to help out when there is this obvious threat from Iran.
Yeah.
Hey,
they couldn't her time. Like, they don't let her respond like they used to.
The brunette?
Yeah.
She be going in on them motherfuckers with no mercy.
Man, it was one time I was watching this shit, man, and they were saying something, and then she just came in and started kicking their ass, and that dude and the other dude just started yelling at her. I was like, God, and she looked visibly like uncomfortable. Like
he wasn't prepared for it.
Like nervous, like physically physically uncomfortable. I was like, God damn. Oh, Mr. Tender, huh?
He's still doing his thing.
All along was to visit other barbecue spots to certify them.
And they security with him now. They rush him too much. Yeah, I think he gonna die of old age and wants to make him some that good cocaine. But he fucking, man, is 80-some years old now. 83 now.
I don't know. Look old. She think that a motherfucker though, like she got a BBL going or something.
We definitely made the right person famous, but it warms my heart to see how much, he enjoys being happy with his people. At this point, I feel like we all graduated.
That shit almost looks silly, lady. Like you.
Academy.
You might have went too far.
Having a ball is all we care about. Do your thing. Be sure to hype this video as it tremendously.
Yeah, that shit looks silly. That shit ain't even cute.
Helps me keep you up to date with the latest tenderism.
What's up, boss lady?
Hey, what's going on? We got brunch tomorrow. How those short ribs, are they tender?
Yeah, they tender.
You ain't sounding too positive. You sure they tender?
Yeah, I'm tender. I'm sure they tender.
All right. On that note, let me make a phone call, because I need some reinforcement. I want to hit you back.
Hey, boy, look at here. What y'all finna do? We down here at Harold's Chicken, that's right. I'm in the back of the house. We make show stuff like tenderism. Yeah, chef right here, he said he finna bring them out, and we finna put it together like a swell piece of leather. Let's get it on. Booyah. I won't just see manage they tender mind. Let me make sure. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's purely tenderism. Hey, look at here. Didn't you see it? Look at here. Look at here. I say no more.
2 times.
That's tenderism.
2 times.
Booyah, tenderism. You don't need no teeth for that meat. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm here.
All right. What's the verdict? What we got, Chris? Yeah. Well, Mr. Tenderism.
Booyah.
Hey, listen right here, man.
Get on down.
Yeah.
Stock markets are crashing. Job numbers are terrible. We are heading to World War III, and we have two of the most incompetent leaders in history. This is not good. And who think did that post?
You said what? You said who did it?
Yeah.
No idea.
Stock markets are crashing. Job numbers are terrible. We are headed to World War III. And we have two of the most incompetent leaders in history. This is not good. If you was a bad man, who would you even think would be that person that said that?
Okay. Have they ever been elected to an office?
Yes.
Okay, so you bringing it up means it's not a Democrat, so it got to be a Republican who did it. I want to say Marjorie Taylor Greene, but she wouldn't go that hard against Trump to call him incompetent. It got to be somebody from the right who not running for office.
You actually close as hell. Stock markets are crashing. Jobs numbers are terrible. We are heading to World War III.
So previous Republican that was elected to office, but right now they're not in an elected position. That's what gives them that's what gives them the freedom to tell the truth.
I didn't say they wasn't in a position.
That's what. Wait a minute.
Oh, they're in a position.
Oh, they're currently an elected official.
Yeah.
Huh. Who the fuck got balls like that?
Now I'm gonna give you a little hint. Listen to me closely. Stock markets are crashing. Jobs numbers are terrible. We are heading to World War III.
Rand Paul.
No, Donald Trump. August 5th, 2024.
Say what?
Donald Trump, August 5th, 2024.
Oh, wait, okay. Okay. Well,
hey, that's the craziest shit ever. But the hint was when he said numbers are stock markets are crashing. Jobs numbers are terrible. We are heading to World War III, all in capital. And we have two of the most incompetent leaders in quotation marks in history. This is not good.
Oh, Donnie.
And he is literally saying that 2 years ago. Not even 2 years ago. August 5th, 2024. And I'm pretty sure I was out of the country when he did that.
And it fits exactly what's going on right now.
That was the irony of it. That is the irony of it. That's why I said, man, pull this one off.
I think Trump's doing the right thing, honestly.
What's up?
I got no comment on that.
You don't know why?
Nah, I'm just taking a guess.
You're just guessing that he's doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think Trump's doing the right thing.
Is this a joke?
By Monday morning,
no,
he's talking about attacking
you can fucking drive
Iran,
home, bro. You're welcome.
You said what?
He said he's gonna attack Iran by Monday, right?
Shit.
Their power plants.
$60, $70. Oh, damn, that's not a bad price. What's this ring? 2, 4, 6, 8. I ain't spending $80 for no goddamn ring.
Damn, I don't know what just happened.
But he doesn't even know why.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just think like
I don't see that.
It's not good for the economy. Like I don't know. Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck about the war. Smoke weed, get money, fuck bitches. Hell yeah.
Because it is incredible in so many ways. Plus, it depicts where we are right now as a country to a T.
God damn, bro. Low-key, this is unironically, dude, this is the full spectrum. This is the spectrum of American politics. Cultist psychopath who doesn't even know why he likes Trump, but likes Trump. Democrat who doesn't know why he thinks it's bad. And the plurality that goes, whatever, fuck bitches, get money, lamau. He hit 3 of the planks. All 3 are cattle. All 3 of them. Meanwhile, their cousins are going to get fucking Iraq with a goddamn Shahed drone in a matter of.
You got a point. You got the uninformed right, uninformed left, and the motherfucker who just don't give a fuck. So that that the fucking the Kenyon Martin shit.
Yeah.
You know what happened? Like, you know the whole story?
Yeah.
What's your how you see that?
You can't. Okay, you are what you are, right? Okay, let me see if I can explain it to you right here. So, stuttering, man, is there's different things, and some people are very insecure with their stuttering. Now, man, some people have a stuttering as a tick, right? But some people, man, have been bullied and been picked on, and they resent it. It's kind of like, man, having one leg shorter than the other one, or it's kind of like, man, it was your strength, right? But it's different to different people. So let's take Kenyon Martin's, his in particular, right? And then we talk about yours after that. So K Martin, man, it was issue with him coming up, right? Probably, man, of anxiety or nervousness. So when he finally was able to overcome it, you know what, man? But he let everybody know, man, it's an off limit subject that bothered me, and man, I got active anytime somebody bothered me with it. If you bring it up, man, we fought no matter what. So he addressed it to everybody. But now the unfortunate part was a guy made fun of him for his loyalty to Gilbert Arenas prior to it. So he's like, K Martin can take over. You talking about who, Stutter Man? Never knowing how K Martin felt about that, right? But it was recorded. So then when he found out K Martin was like that about that word, about his stuttering, he walked up to him and apologized to him. And his mind thinking like, man, I apologize, man, about somebody I said. Oh, we talking about, man, you know. I mean, don't worry about it, man. What the fuck you talking about, man? Get on somewhere. Hey, man, I don't know. People apologize to me all the time. Don't worry about it. Now, it was kind of like left right there. And then K. Martin found out about it later on. You see what I'm saying? And was angry as hell and wanted to put him on blast. But what he wanted to do was whoop his ass. But he couldn't whoop his ass. So he said, man, I just want to let everybody know, man, this guy's on all bullshit and he full of shit. He a piece of shit. But the guy was like, man, I can't say anything because this guy already told, I know he whoops ass because of this. So I don't get my ass kicked by that 7-foot giant. So man, he needs to shut up and just kind of like say, man, it wasn't my intention, man. I'm sorry. He didn't even know how to apologize again because, man, K. Martin wasn't going to take the apology. So my take is this right here, man. I would write down, man, my apology, man, openly and explain my story and say, man, this is my apology. It was my intention. Man, you're a great person to be around with, man. And I'm sorry I offended you, your family, because it never my intention. And, man, you made me realize, man, how fucked up I was when I said it. And I wish I would apologize, man, and had more strength and more dignity to apologize the way I wanted to. But I'm just not that good at doing that kind of stuff. So, man, if I'm an asshole, man, I deserve what's coming to me. But I'm sorry. That's how I would play it. Now, K. Martin, man, to me, man, dude, to be a better person, man, and no one knows you have a stuttering problem other than your inner circle. We see you as a basketball player, and a person who has a stutter problem, man, and man, you just have a stutter problem. No one sees it as a weakness. No one sees it as something, disability. Some people think like, man, sometimes you get anxious, you get overwhelmed, or you get nervous. But no one sees it as a weakness except the person that has it because it's only their own insecurities. But you can't make somebody or tell somebody how you feel. Now, when I say, man, I'm talking about yours, man, I noticed, man, when you get kind of like, man, excited and you start thinking real fast, you were stubborn. When you're like, oh shit, I got him. I got the ass. And so yours can be considered, man, that's your strength. When you like got you, and you start speaking real fast and you start saying the word too quick. So my point is right here, man. No one sees it as a weakness except that person. Everybody else just sees it's just conversation. It's like, man, person have a soft voice, a deep voice. Only you see how I feel to yourself.
Or a Chico voice.
Or a Chico voice. And my voice, man, to me is like real deep, right? But man, when everybody when people emulate me, man, they go into this fucking whiny, weak ass man voice. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that? Right. I feel you.
Yeah, but
yeah.
But see what I'm saying? So man, imagine, man, K Martin stuttering, and then man, when he get, you can tell, man, when he was talking, he was sure of himself and he sure what he wanted to say. There was no stuttering. So I guarantee you, man, he on the court, man, he was dunking on motherfuckers and he never stuttered. But probably when he get around in situations where he feel insecure, women not knowing something, that may be, it comes up. And you got to think about it. Somebody laugh at him. Imagine, man, you struggling with something and then you start stuttering and the motherfuckers laugh. You really want to destroy a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? You really want to whoop motherfuckers' ass. I had still a good friend of mine, right, man? He had the worst fucking speech impediment, man. Worst speech impediment, man. And boy, I'd be on fire if a motherfucker say something about him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this dude, man, was one of the coolest dudes, man, I ever known, man. Of course, he was a stone killer. Raphael Jackson.
Yeah.
Don't compare none of these motherfuckers. Don't even come close. It's not even close. This motherfucker don't even come close. But that was my cat, man. It still is. Well, of course, he found God. You know, everybody found God and, you know, changed their whole life. But that shit's the fucking, man, if a motherfucker even came close to saying, and it was real bad. But it wasn't he never saw it as a fucking he never showed it anyway, like it was a fucking handicap. You know, I just can't get the word out. You remember Raging Harlem? Was it Raging Harlem?
Mm-hmm.
Times 10. The boxer times 10. So imagine that right there.
I ain't gotta imagine, nigga. When I was little, nigga, I could barely get through a sentence. I had to go to speech therapy and shit.
Now, it wasn't now it may have came from some other reason, but you probably thought, man, like, damn, it bothers you, right? But I guarantee your friends were like, man, I don't give a fuck, man. That's my guy.
No. They tease me mercilessly.
Well, man, okay, hold on. They didn't punch you and beat you up and fight you over.
No, see, this is like, okay, so like, this is the thing. Maybe Detroit different, but I don't think it is. We are fucked up children and we fucking tease you about shit we probably shouldn't be teasing you about.
Well, that's the black community. We
right.
You got burnt, Turney, handicap, Larry, short foot, fucking James, you know.
Big foot, little foot.
Yeah, whatever your defect is, man, that's what you known by.
But see, the thing is that that's something I've always been thankful for in black culture, because once it's not a big deal to me anymore because I get teased about it when I was a kid.
So now,
and so in that situation, like, you a grown ass millionaire, man. You won a genetic lottery. You a 7 foot fucking giant. You a millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
And that was
after your career.
Hold on.
You found the landing spot that's like that turned out to be one of the biggest sports shows on the internet.
All right, hold on.
Why you crying like a bitch about some shit?
No, I don't think it was about that, man. It okay. It is about that right there, but it's kind of like you trying to make it seem like, man, you knew about my situation and you still made fun of it. But then when you realize, like, okay, you didn't know about my situation, and you made fun of it. But you made fun of a situation that probably made you an asshole. Like, man, what grown ass man is still making fun of people that stutters? See, one thing is maybe being a child and do it, but now you're an adult and you're doing it. Like, man, you still a piece of shit kind of
Because
person.
that's what we do.
No, we do that when we kids.
No, we do that as adults.
Hey, man, have you ever heard me say anything, man, about you stuttering?
No.
When was the last time you heard somebody mention you stuttering?
When you go back and forth with somebody or whatever, you're trying to find something wrong.
I'm talking, man, actually, man, somebody trying to make fun of you, man, that was not actually, man, y'all was just playing the dozens.
Rarely. Never. Shit.
Because, man, you grown. Like, man, you don't know what that person
Well,
meant. Now, hold on. If we was 9 years old, man, and you doing it, man, because I don't understand it, I'll be talking shit.
No, what I'm saying is this. This is what I'm saying. Kenyon Martin I would say me and Kenyon Martin probably got a parallel on that, right? The thing is that I don't stutter enough for it interrupts my fucking communication. If Kenyon Martin didn't say he had a stuttering problem,
nobody never know.
I wouldn't know he had a stuttering problem.
Now, the reason for, but also we don't know him. We don't know him, man, on a certain level. Now, let's say, for instance, man, that you, the only time I ever see you is when you're doing your fucking your podcast and you putting thought together, right? That shit seems so professional and so clear to me that I sometimes compliment you and say, damn, that was really good. There's no stuttering. There's no fucking misplacement of words. It's smooth as hell. So, man, I would never know. You see what I mean? And nobody else would ever know. But I know you personally outside of those comments. So I know sometimes you stutter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't decide how you're supposed to feel. Man, there may have been a time, man, that somebody did that shit, man. It didn't bother you, but it bothered your mother. And you hated that it bothered your mother. So, man, if somebody made fun of it, you didn't care about them making fun of you. You think back, man, when the sheets bother your mother and give them a fucking or a pumpkin head.
Okay. You watch Tommy Sotomayor, right?
Right.
I'm sure you've seen him. You know what I'm saying? You've seen him, right?
Right.
Do you know how sensitive he is? Just might sound like black, like you're a black ass nigga or whatever.
No, honestly, I don't.
He's very sensitive to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure when he was a kid, it was Beavis and Black Ass and all kind of black nigga jokes, right?
Okay, wait, look. Now, hold on. And then there's trigger words. My trigger word, man, was dude.
Who?
Dude.
Dude?
Yeah.
You're a goddamn psychopath.
Well, see, the thing was, man, that I was a small guy, right?
Okay.
So, man, it's my little dude. I'm like, hey, man.
Don't like little dude or just dude?
Little dude, hey, little dude. Nobody call me dude, like, hey, little dude.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, hey, dude. It ain't what I would. It'd be like, hey, little dude. I'm like, hey, man, look, don't call me a dude no more, man. And they'd be like, what'd you say? I'm like, hey, man, I'm telling you right now, dog. There may be no difference, but if you call me that again, man, we fight. So you can go ahead and do it right now. We just fight right now. But if you do it again, we fight. And that went for everybody. Cousins, strangers, every fucking body. It took me a long time to get past that fucking word. When I start seeing, man, people go around the word. I'm like, wait a minute. These are my fucking friends here. And I had to sit there and realize, man, like, it had nothing to do with them.
Hold on. You know, it's fucked up. I was about to say, dude.
You say what now?
Because not like the little dude, maybe I get it, but just the word dude, it doesn't even equate to little.
I think, man.
I mean, your thing is your thing, but you know.
What did you say initially?
Huh?
What did you say initially, man, when I first told you that?
You're a goddamn sociopath.
Exactly. Only a fucking moron will gravitate to a word and tell somebody you can't use that word on. Like, man, who thinks of some what sane
Well,
person
no.
that was something in my head. That was something in my head that something I don't know there was some kind of trauma that I blocked. I don't know what the fuck. But what the fuck it was.
If it was little dude or little guy or whatever, I could see that. But just dude by itself?
It's been so long ago, man. I don't even remember. It might have been both. It might have been both. Because I know if the person was bigger than me, I was instantly little dude. Hey, dude. No, hey, dude. Hey, dude. I'm like, what the fuck you calling dude, man? Motherfucker, I got a fucking name. Now, that was my triggering word. Like you said, some people get triggered by, man, somebody calling them black this. Some people get triggered by being called nigga. Some people get triggered by calling them fucking a bitch. It's a number of words that trigger people. A number of things you can,
I don't play the bitch game.
Go down to fucking Louisiana, man. They use that term to each other like thing. Go to somewhere else, go to Detroit. They call each other baby. What the fuck that's all about?
Shit, my baby don't mean nothing, my baby.
Man, that fucking was weird as fuck to me.
Yeah, man, shit. It's my baby, man.
Yeah. And that was that's weird, whatever.
It's how you use it. You don't say he my baby or nothing. You like shit, my baby.
However you want to sell that shit, man, sell it. But man, but I'm broke as a motherfucker. I can't buy.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is this, though, right? The way I view it in my life, I was teased about my insecurities as a child to a point to where I'm not sensitive to them anymore.
It don't
especially on something that I overcame.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You found out, man, that it had nothing to do with you. These corny motherfuckers, man, that's all you guess. That's your fucking best line. Oh, motherfucker, if I don't want to, I can get my thoughts together and ain't gotta do it. I just say it because sometimes I get a little excited. So, man, when they fucking if they went there, you'd be like, okay, that joke has ran its course. But man, imagine, man, your big brother has a problem with it, and you love your big brother, and you see he do this for some reason, he's bothered by it. So now you're like, hey, man, no, it's not funny because it don't bother you, but it bothers somebody else. And given the fact, man, your love for that person make you give that person a pumpkin head because, man, it triggers an emotion in somebody else that you love. So, man, I'm not sure what Kmart made. It may have been like, man, it bothers him. And when he hears it, man, he feel like, man, you really trying to make me feel bad by myself or you're trying to hurt my feelings. And that right there was triggering. Because dude had apologized, man, about saying something before he even knew that guy. Now, he knew him, but he didn't know him like that. You see what I mean? He was cool with Gilbert Arenas. So he's like, Gilbert Arenas, my guy. Gilbert, you can't tell my stutter man gonna replace Gilbert Arenas. Get the fuck out of here. He can't replace Gilbert. And then all of a sudden, man, he found out that K. Martin is a cool dude, is his boss. He's just as cool as Gilbert Arenas. Oh fuck, man, now I'm cool with him.
Man, man, I would have to take my ass whooping, dog.
What do you mean?
You're not about to call me out on live TV like I'm a fucking child who didn't take the garbage out.
Okay, see, I don't think that dude, man. I don't think, man, he could put his thought together. See, when I watched him, man.
You know what? Hold on, before you make that point. Now, that's a reasonable assessment because sometimes I've been in situations where something outrageous happens out of the blue, and I don't react properly because I couldn't process it.
And that right there's what I'm saying. And see, and I watched it. I'm like, man, it's like he's not processing. He's just like, man, I see what's happening here, man. Am I losing my job? Like, man, like, do I say sorry? Like, I already apologized and he don't want it. Like, what are we doing here? Like, are they gonna fucking jump me? Is he gonna, you know what? Is he gonna tell me go punch the locker? What is gonna happen right now? Like, damn, man, is my career over? And so, man, I saw him just kind of like processing it and a little confused. But then I saw him talk later on, and he was still that same person. He's like, man, you're ran into somebody just real mellow and cool, man. Like nothing really bothers him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's that guy right there. He's like, He's like, man, I didn't mean it, man. I tried to apologize to him, man. So, it's just, man, it ain't what I wanted, man. Damn, but no, I definitely apologize to him. I definitely feel bad what I did. I didn't. It was kind of like he was leaving. He didn't come out like, man, that's some fucked up shit he did. He didn't have to do that in front of me on live screen. No, his man was like, man, I didn't, mean to, hurt his feelings. I'm sorry about that. So it was like, man, he's a mellow dude. Now, like you said, you now of course you and I'm pretty sure me as well. I'm like, hey, say, bro, man, I apologize, and I was trying to tell you then. I didn't say that shit to insult you, man. I was saying that shit because I didn't think you was gonna be good as my boy Gilbert. Come to find out, man, hell, you if not even if you in some cases you better than him. And I like both of y'all, and I didn't mean you would try to go into a dialogue, and if this nigga want to get to it, nigga, we can get to it right here. You see what I'm saying?
Like,
but he didn't that guy.
All that I fed you and I put money in your pocket.
That was for the camera. That was for y'all. Can y'all believe? Because he kept looking at the camera. He kept looking around like I fed you. I bring you on my family. The man said one sentence. I fed you. Be careful who y'all have in your house, dude. You trying to tell me and all people that you know in your family, all people you know, you don't think none of them have said some slick shit about you? Nigga, what are you talking about?
Hold on a second. I ain't seen this one. Hold on, let me just say.
You know you didn't play no video, right?
If something changed, then I would be one of their choices.
No, nigga.
It says I am.
Hold on. Oh, there it is. It's might be
So just trying to make sure that my agent stayed in their ear a little bit. So we knew the trade deadline was coming and they was gonna make some moves. So the season is saying that if something changed,
no, they fucking with the video here.
Oh yeah. Go back to when
that don't look real. Hold on.
He said this is like
change that I would be one of their choices. So just trying to make sure that my agent stayed in their ear a little bit. So we knew the trade deadline was coming and they was gonna make some moves. So the season is saying
they
that
fucking with the video.
Now there's a response he gives to the dude like he's still up, and you got the other guy responding in a red shirt. I think somebody asked him the question. He still apologized. Like if you look at me, like man, just shit. Like and K Martin, man, he backed himself into a corner where he can't accept the apology. He like, man,
that's some bully shit, man. Some bully shit.
Well, if you look at his career, basketball career, when he came in there, who did he do that real hard foul to?
He's a little bit of a dirty player.
That's what I'm saying. When he first came in, he did a foul to somebody. I forget who it was. Was it Charles Barkley? Somebody a real hard foul. He was protecting somebody. So he came in. Huh?
I
think it was in his first game.
Karl Malone?
Karl Malone. I think it's Karl Malone. He did that real hard foul to his first game or something like that.
He said he did it for Zeke.
Who was that?
I remember he said that, yeah.
Bold Isaiah Thompson split it.
Yeah, Isaiah Thompson.
Way before you was even in the league.
Way before I was ever in the league.
I just want to set this up.
And never thought I was going to be in the NBA to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember he had him leaking, right? We playing Utah, we in Jersey. And on the break, John Stockton dropped that thing off to him. I go right upside Karl Malone fucking head. Boom! Lay him out.
Thank you, Kenya. Love you, Saginaw strong.
And he didn't get up and do nothing. I was like, oh, these motherfuckers soft out here. And Jerry Sloan, God rest that man's soul, you motherfucker, I kick you. And I was like, he tried to take up for him, and Carr didn't do nothing. I was like, but that was for Zeke. You know what I'm saying?
However many years later.
Way later, dog.
That's
I guess.
Now, that kind of gives you some insight of, man, this guy, man, hold grudges, man, and make bad fucking decisions. Can you imagine if somebody said, man, that you fouled me, and I come and find out 10 years later it was intentionally? I'm like, nigga, you knocked me to the floor intentionally? And I thought you was a bad player. So now when I see you and I swing on you and bomb on you, I'm like, man, just get my lick back, dog. We good, right? Like, you did it on purpose, right? So what's wrong?
It's like for one, Gil shouldn't have let that happen. Because that man at work.
I think he caught everybody off guard, man, because he looked at people kind of like thrown off a little bit.
The fuck? Hold on.
His had we not been here tonight. 100% you would have eaten it. It's okay. Did you bring condoms with you tonight?
I brought one. I want him to use it on me.
STDs?
Yeah.
You do?
Oh, wow.
What do you have?
HIV.
You would think that'd be one of the first things you mentioned.
I know.
You guys, with your YouTube thing, we ain't doing the YouTube thing.
What's that?
Leave. I said you need to leave now, or we will press charges. I don't care what your gig is. You need to leave now.
What would the charges be?
Yeah, what would the charges?
Get out.
Is that illegal?
Get out now.
Well, that's not a crime.
You don't drink or smoke? No. Oh, well, I got you some wine just in case. Take your time. Well, do you want to go ahead and get naked for me?
Yeah.
What is this?
And I want you to show me what you want to do to me to the teddy bear first.
Hey, man, what the fuck is this?
Ooh, that's smooth. Have you
Catch a predator.
Have you shaved your with it?
Hey, man, I don't weird shit.
What the fuck?
I mean, it's no catch a predator. This is just weird shit.
No, it is Catch a Predator.
Here, show me what you want to do.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay. Nice. Is that all you want to do? You want to do more? You want to do more?
That's
Show
some-
me.
That's
Don't be
my
shy.
head.
Put your leg in the air. Yeah. Oh. There you go. Okay. Your is just so big. I like it. You're sick?
How you doing, Mario? You having a good Black History Month?
Are you having a good Black History Month? Dude, like, what possesses these motherfuckers, man? What's going on in this nigga's mind? He might go see an underage kid, pull his pants down, start fucking a teddy bear while he using a cane.
A cane?
He walked in with a cane.
Oh, shit. And see,
With a goddamn tie-dye t-shirt on.
These be the niggas that been going to fucking Thailand or Philippines.
Shit.
Before they know it, they be like, you know what, man? Shit. Philippines it is.
Look at this nigga, man.
You're nuts out here. Something funny here? Here, Mario, why don't you take this towel, go ahead and cover yourself up, okay? I have a couple questions for you. What's going on here, Mario?
He called me Uber.
He called you an Uber to come here?
Yeah.
What are you here for exactly?
Yes.
Sex with him?
Yes.
And how old is he? Years old. And how old are you, Mario?
Wait.
How old?
60.
60. You're 60 years old. Okay.
Yeah, we got old
Do you
man
think
law.
is there a problem with that?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
He said it was okay.
Well, what do you think the
Wow.
He said, whoops, he said it was okay.
You say what?
Didn't he say it was okay?
Yeah. He said it was okay. Shit, he called me an Uber. What the fuck?
This time if I ain't got a clue what's going on.
I can't put my dick out. Shit.
Yeah,
The fuck? Fuck you mean?
problem with that is?
I'm too old for him.
You're too old for him. You know it's illegal, right?
Yeah.
You do know that. Okay. What was going to happen here? I mean, I'm pretty sure I can jump to a conclusion here, but I would like to hear it from you. What was going to happen tonight between you and a year-old boy here?
I love this, I'm doing that.
Little this and little that. Okay. A little bit of, I think you talked about sex in the chat log and a little bit of eating his bowl. So that was going to happen here
Yeah, and you
tonight.
shave my with that razor.
You brought the shaver to, the razor to shave his.
How would, I mean, that's kind of a big razor. How would that, like, kind of get in between?
Look at it, it's for head.
For head.
Oh, for your head.
Okay, but you can still shave an anus with that. Okay. I remember within the transcripts you did say that.
Huh?
I don't know what the fuck you watching, man.
He said you can still shave my anus with that.
Yeah.
See, man, I don't know, man. I just think that was some. I think that was some bully bullshit, man. I think any reasonable adult can say, okay, they showed me this tape of this dude talking shit, right? Okay, if I thought you did this last week, and I thought we was cool, that's one thing. So, like, let's say, for example, me and you cool, but then you go online and say, yeah, I'm gonna fuck up there buying pussy and getting robbed by bitches and blah, 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 blah. I'd be like, damn, bro. What the fuck?
Well,
right?
Yeah.
But if you were saying that way back before we got cool, so fucking what?
Well, okay. This way is a little tricky at. Okay. Let's say, for instance, man,
and you came at me several times since we've been cool and said, hey, man, I apologize for that. That wasn't cool.
But I know what you're talking about, right? Or you know what I'm talking about. But hold on, this is where it gets
that's another thing on you because you're being dismissive.
Hold on, this is where it gets a little tricky here because it's like, say, man, you are cordial, right? And I make the comment about you. So I knew you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I work with you. You kind of like down my boss, right? So now it's like, but damn, I get super cool with you. So now I'm like, oh, well, now I give you a pass. Like, damn, I never stopped thinking that way about you. You see what I mean? I never saw you. I never, the light was still there. It wasn't like, what's that?
I thought Kenyon like wasn't a regular on the show yet or something.
No, he was, the dude wasn't really a regular on the show. So, man, the dude worked on the show. Kenyon, whatever his name, let's call him Kmart. Okay, Kmart. He was like the co-host of the show, but he wasn't holding the show like Gilbert Arenas was, right? So Gilbert was gonna be out, and he was like, "Man, the show can go on. All right, who's gonna host the show? Kmart can do it. Stutter Man? Yeah, man, shit, he can do it. All right." That kind of like the nigga that be stuttering. He ain't gonna be he not gonna be able to fucking carry this show all this stuttering and shit. Now, and then you become really cool with fucking Stutter Man. You don't know Stutter Man got a problem. You see what I'm saying? With that whole thing. Man. All right. Let's take it like this, man. Say, man, that man, I'm black as hell, right? And my nickname is Black Sam. No, sorry. You see me as like, they're like, man, who gonna host the show? Who gonna host the show? El Chico. Sam. Black Sam? I'm like, yeah, man. And you're not gonna be a sitting on the stage. You didn't really mean shit by it, Phil. You just come out the obvious, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, man, I'm hosting the show and shit. I'm doing a decent job. And then, man, about a month later, you found like, man, that man, I'm like, you hear me say, man, I hate when motherfuckers bring up my motherfucking skin color. Man, my fucking daddy was black as hell, and I never did meet him. So if motherfuckers say something about my color, man, we fucking fighting. I'm fucking gonna kill that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you like, damn, this nigga fuck up about that. You put back in your mind like, damn. So you can be like, hey man, I made some comments, man. I'm kind of like, sorry, man. I made, all right, oh, man, chill, man. Shit, man. I might give a shit about that shit, man. And you like, yeah, man. But I said, dog, let that shit go, man. I don't care about that shit, man. Hey, man, where the hoes at? You like, damn. All right.
I don't know, man.
But now, hold on. Now, when I find out you actually say that, so now I come back to you like, so that's how you felt? You like, damn, man, I was trying to tell you I was sorry, man. I didn't know you like that. Dog, using my house. Using my house around my wife and children. Like, man, I gave you opportunities after opportunities.
Gave me opportunities. He probably paid him to wire some shit up or something.
Well, I don't know what he did, man. Nigga, unless you knew that dynamics, I'm just saying something here now. But I'm like, I gave you opportunities. I put money in your hand, nigga.
Man, fuck you, nigga. You paid me for a service.
Nigga, I put money in your hand, nigga.
Man, fuck you, nigga.
I could have got anybody to fucking hook up that cable box, nigga. I gave you the job, nigga. You think I need a nigga in my... I could have hired Mexicans. They'll be happy to see me. Here I hire you, and you talking about my skin color.
And I would say, fuck you, nigga. And got my lawsuit. That's what he should have done. He just said, fuck you, nigga.
Well, if you know, think somebody got up and said, man, oh shit, man, it's gonna be a lawsuit. Because, man, it clearly like, man, he's finna fuck smack shot, dude.
Huh?
It clearly like he's gonna smack shot, dude. I thought he was gonna hit him. I was like, damn, man, I hope you don't crash out on this dude, man. And this dude totally, man, kind of like apologetic and just kind of like, man, sitting there like, damn, man, if I lose my job. I'm like, you hit this dude, man. Oh, he finna get that $1 million check from you. Shit.
Nigga, I'd be like, fuck you, nigga.
But I think, man, K. Martin should have left the window open to make himself think the better man. Now,
like he's some kind of like he's some kind of advocate for people with problems
and bullying. But you bullying the guy on TV, man. If that was the case, you could put it down and say, "Look here, man. I heard what you said, dog, about my stuttering." And he's like, "No, I mean, like, no trip." And when he said no, or he said DT, he said, "Don't DT, man, DT."
PT.
Now, hold on. Now when he did that, man. So now, man, next time Kmart have a party at his house, man, and he don't get that invite, he understand why. He like, damn, dog.
If it was a situation where he really wanted to like bring awareness to bullying or people stuttering, he should have called him out like, hey, man, they could have had that conversation in a respectful way.
It shouldn't have made TV.
And the dude say sorry. He said, man, I accept your apology. And dude could have been like, man, I understand now. I didn't understand before. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. Like it could have walked away on a reasonable note.
I was saying, man, he should have left the door open. He should have left the door open, but he didn't leave the door open. See what I mean? For the apology to actually mean something and people like respect where people wouldn't been saying like, I mean, K. Martin kind of fucked up too. Because, man, you got a problem with people bullying you and you do the exact same thing. You bullied a man that made less money than you that need that job. Clearly, man, you got a millionaire man talking to a guy, man, that's fucking them plugging up fucking electronics in the back.
Probably huge power, yeah,
making probably what $45,000 a year, man. The highlight of his fucking year is telling his girlfriends, "Hey, man, we going to a party at Kmart house." Well, shit, man, I'm going. Hey, man, what you doing Thanksgiving, man? I ain't got shit going Thanksgiving. Hey, man, come on house, man. We have Thanksgiving at my house. He knew that was like the highlight of that guy's year.
I don't even think he went because he said I invited you. He kept saying I invited you.
Several times, though, he went. He was there more than once.
I don't think so.
Go back to he said, man, you was at my house several times for Thanksgiving.
He said I offered. Hold
on. I definitely want to hear it again, man. I promise you said though. It was shitty, man. It was a shitty way of doing it. I think he really could have, man,
Kenyon had a conversation on this show with a guy who's been in his home, who he's put money in his pocket, who made
see, man.
He put money in his pocket, man. Nigga, the dude reached his pocket, man, like, what is this? It was money from Kenya, nigga.
Man, that's bullshit, man.
Hey, that man went home and patted his pockets and there was money in there. Nigga, what are you talking about? Nigga, it was money in his pocket and nigga don't even know where it came from. You know, like, man, who put this in my pocket?
Man.
It was Kenya, nigga.
One of his speech impediments.
Sensitive subject for me, right? I drew a line in the sand a long time ago with this. There's no apology ever that, as an adult, that I will accept for this.
How do y'all feel about issues you have that can and could be talked about off camera, off air, as we do many times, being talked about on camera? Because I do think there's an insatiable appetite for people to watch other people have conflict.
It's why Love Island and all the reality shows, they not sitting there for real love. They sitting there for arguments. People want to hear people argue. I have no problem doing it live, on air, with mics, with cameras, if it's productive. If you're seeing conflict resolution, if it's showing people conflict resolution, let's talk about this. We disagree on the show. We don't sit and scream and yell and try to embarrass each other, but we can disagree. But I almost like the concept of watching alphas and watching powerful people, strong people, be able to communicate at a higher level. Because a lot of people, their minds can't go there. I'm mad, I'm gonna scream and yell at you. We don't gotta do all that. What Kenyon did was personal, but he even said it. He's like, one of my triggers is my speech impediment. I've talked about the insecurity of that to y'all. And now I see a video of you making fun of one of my insecurities that I've made open to the world. So he's made that open, and now you're gonna go behind his back and talk trash about it? He could have done that off air, but he wanted to put it on there, and Kenyon even said, you got in front of people and made fun of me, so I am now gonna check you in front of people. Kenyon had a conversation.
I think it was a whole ass move. I think that if it was somebody who he wouldn't have did that to somebody who he viewed as his equal.
No, of course not. Of course not. I say, man, he changed the narrative to a bully himself. But man, hey man, when you relying on a check, right? And rely on the check, man, and I often struggle with this, right? Myself sometimes. Like, man, sometimes, man, I may find myself, man, getting ready to tell my boss, man, motherfucker, this, and I realize, like, hey, man, this guy, like, is your boss. This place pays.
Put money in your pocket, huh?
Yeah. So, man, you bite your fucking tongue, man, and be like, man, even though, man, it was something that was said that was a little slick, something that was a little slick, but you want to bring that hood shit from the street, man, to your job, dog, you fired. So now I see myself, man, sitting on the edge of my bed thinking like, damn, I got to find me a job.
I made that mistake.
Yeah, I gotta start selling shit because my
keeping
pride
it real goes too far.
Yeah, because my pride didn't want to fucking humble myself. So that guy might be thinking like, if this guy knew that, man, then I would just rip this whole fucking stage up. But I can't do that because if I do that, man, nobody gonna hire me in this field. I get blackballed. So man, I gotta eat crow, humble myself, and accept it, man. And I can go and I live to fight another day. People hear my apology. People make a decision. People know me that I'm a good dude. So, man, now fast rewind back, man. A 19-year-old guy being told that, yeah, that 19-year-old gonna say, "Fuck you, then, man." Man, do crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
But a man that probably got a girl and got children and car notes and a home notes and trying to get to the next level in this field, you're like, damn, man, that was a bad idea. Because, man, you got to remember, the reason why he did it was his loyalty to fucking Gilbert Arenas. Nobody can replace Gilbert Arenas. What are you talking about? Stutter, man? Man, he can't replace no Gilbert Arenas. Shit, Gilbert Arenas is the man. Now, you got to think about, man, imagine if he been with Kmart, he been like, who going to replace him? Gilbert? The gunman? The gunman? What's that guy named Bob? Cheddar Bob? Cheddar Bob?
Cheddar Bob, yeah.
See what I'm saying? It'll be the exact same scenario. So sometimes your loyalty Remember I used the term shitting your chili, shitting your own chili?
Man.
That right there was that kid shitting his own chili or
But
stepping on his own dick.
they tease people and make jokes about people on that show all the time.
You kind of like saying the
It's almost like here. It's almost like here, right?
But but everybody's not equal. Here is equal. They're not equal. You got the employer and the employee.
True.
Shut the fuck up in the corner and do your job and praise me for doing something nice to you. That man, he said, "Man, you put money. I put money in your pocket." Man, that's like a crackhead man stealing shit out your car. You like, nigga, I let you borrow $10 when I see you. You ask me, can you get something to eat? Nigga, I fed you, nigga.
That's different.
And you steal from me? But hold on. Is you looking down on that person like, man, you are better than them, and they're your charity case.
Yeah.
And that's how you saw that guy. You like, man, you like a charity case that I took care of. You ungrateful motherfucker.
Fuck you, nigga.
And that's why that's why that kid was like, man, I ain't no fucking charity case, man. And if we had the same amount of money, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
It was like some demeaning bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. It was like, man, like, motherfucker, you don't know how lucky you are to be in my presence, and you got nerve to say something, man.
No, in your life, you hire Mexicans, and you see me up here doing some professional grade shit, and you said I want that professional grade shit at my house, and so yeah, you got to pay me for my time, but you wanted to use my services. Don't play it like I was on the side of the road and you fucking fuck you, man.
Well, okay, hold on. Kmart didn't hire him.
What you mean?
No, Gilbert Arenas was his boss.
He worked on the show.
Huh?
He works for the show.
Right. Gilbert brought him in.
Okay.
Kmart came a little bit after, right?
And then Kmart asked dude to do something at his house.
Yeah, do something at his house, man.
If me and you was on a TV show,
I don't think I think that I put money in your pocket just me trying to like make myself seem like I did something great for you. That right there, man, he was just trying to like, man, make it seem like, man, he took care of this motherfucker. But now you gotta remember, man, you gotta be clear, man. I'm almost willing to bet, man, when he said I put money in your pocket, if the job was fucking $200, he gave him $800. That's what he mean by I put money in your pocket. He didn't like say, okay, man, I need a lowball this motherfucker. No, he paid him more than enough. You know, he like, man, I'm gonna take care of this motherfucker. If a man offer you to come for Thanksgiving to his house, man, that man, you know, man, I fuck with you, man. I like you, and man, you know, I take a liking to you. Like, man, you gotta be alone for Thanksgiving. Bring your family to my house, man. And he gave him decent money. So, man, you gotta understand.
I don't know if that's the case.
Okay, check it out, man.
If I do a job and you happy with the job and you tip me,
no, man,
fuck that, man.
Okay, let me see how you move, right, man. Let's say, for instance, man, that you have your big ass house, right, and I'm counting your employee, and you kind of like cool with me, right? The job. You like, yo, Chico, man, hey man, come wire my house up, and you like, come wire my house up now. I'm not gonna be like, well, how much you want to charge me? I can't say that. You see what I'm saying? I can't say that because I work for you, and this is business. So now I'm like, all right, man, I can do that. And I go up in your house, man, and I lay your TV out. I put the TVs on the wall and every fucking thing. Now, you could have hired a Mexican, right? And a Mexican will charge you, let's say they charge you $8,000 for it, right? But given the fact you fuck with me and you cool with me, I'm willing to bet you probably throw me about $15,000. Now, you know that you overpaid me. But you overpaid me because, man, you fuck with me. You see what I mean? So now, man, when I do some disrespectful shit, you like, damn, man, I took care of you, dog. I put money in your pocket. Well, I could have had somebody else do this shit, but I wanted you to have that money. I'm like, yeah. Now I can be like, nigga, I do the job. Like, man, you do a fucking $5,000 job, dog. I think anybody do that $5,000 job. I gave you $15,000 for it to do it. That's what I mean by he said, man, he put money in his pocket. I promise
You
you that
just
he just
made something
lowballed.
up though.
Huh?
You just made something up.
I know I made something up, man, but it's just business, man. Like, I've done that before.
If me and you work together and we cool at work or whatever, and in conversation I got a lawn service. He said, "Oh, straight up, man, shit, can you come hook up my shit? Yeah, I got you. What you charge? $40, and you pay me 60.
Yeah, okay.
I owe you something.
Let me give you.
I owe you some loyalty or something.
No, let me give one of my examples, okay? So, man, I got a job, right, man, and I have one brakes on my truck, right? It's a guy at the job do trucks, brakes and shit. I say, man, do my brakes, man. And then, given the fact, man, I'm his boss. He's like, oh shit, man, I do that right there, man. I'm kind of like, I'm in almost like in the circle, right? And I can't put him in the circle all the way. You see what I mean? So I know that he want to do it damn for free. So he come do my brakes, and man, I way overpay him. I think I paid him probably like fucking, I don't know, a few $100s. Brakes are fucking $60. Now, come to find out this fucking same clown, man, was talking slick shit about me. I'm like, damn, man.
Wait. Hold on. So by you doing that, that means he owes you loyalty.
No. That mean I don't owe him loyalty. But man, if he crossed the line with disrespect, man, I'm gonna call out like, damn, man. I kind of like, man, put money in your pocket, man. I gave you fucking like.
How can you call him out if he don't owe you loyalty?
For the disrespect.
Okay. So why not just address the disrespect then? Like, why make that part of the conversation?
Yeah, the disrespect is there. Like, man, damn, man.
If peep game, me and you have a particular report, and if you did something that I deemed disrespectful, it would bother me, right? Because I feel like you owe me some loyalty. I feel like I owe you some level of loyalty, right? And so I would be upset because you owe me loyalty, nigga, and I owe you loyalty, nigga. And then I could see emotional response saying some shit that ain't got nothing to do with this, but equating it because it's emotional because my feelings hurt. If you don't owe me shit, you don't owe me no loyalty, and you talking shit, let's just deal with the shit talk.
That could be one of the things they could have done. But me personally,
me coming over and wiring up a goddamn TV, I don't owe you shit, nigga.
But me personally, I'm like, man, I could have gave that job to anybody. But I gave it to you, man, because you know what, man.
Well, do it then, nigga.
Nigga, you can't let somebody finish a fucking statement, can you? You act like, man, that you act like you defending this conversation in real time, and I can't even get the fucking statement out.
Do it, nigga.
So I'm like, man, damn, I could have gave this job to anybody, but I gave it to you because, man, you my people, and you turn around me and stab me in the back with these fucking ridiculous ass statements.
Okay.
And, now hold on. And now the guy like, no, man, I didn't say that shit at that moment. And at that point, K. Martin like, well, I understand, man, but I don't like that shit anyway, man. But K. Martin, he doubled down and said, nigga, I don't give a fuck when you said it. You said it. And that's where it gets kind of weird there. It wasn't about no fucking, it wasn't about the loyalty or I'm putting money in your pocket. That was just trying to sell to the crowd. Yeah. Nigga, you gotta tell me what you did. I was there when you did it. Why the fuck you tell me I put money in your pocket? Nigga, I was there when you did it. And I don't need somebody to ask me, hey man, he put money in your pocket. That ain't nobody else's business.
Nigga, putting money in my pocket is giving me money.
Now, man, we don't know. Maybe he did put money in his pocket. Maybe he said, man, this is your payment. And then, man, a week later, he gave more money. Or maybe he said, hey, man, you got money for Christmas shopping? We don't know what the fuck that meant, right? It was no reason to say that because nigga, that was the conversation they already had. It's between them two.
Well, no, like, well, the dude wasn't on mic, and so like when he said that, he did respond no, I did a job.
I thought he said, I know.
Hold on.
I thought he said, I know. Man, my thing is, man, when he said, man, put money in your pocket, he turned around to the crowd and said, y'all see that, right? Y'all, so y'all know I put money in his pocket. I'm like, man, I know I was there when you put the money in my pocket. But I don't think it's equivalent to like, man, like going in the store and the clerk saying, nigga, I gave you clothes. Like, no, I bought them.
Well, when you say me coming out of fire, where, the video itself, where the guy was saying it, he wasn't actually working with us.
And they say Kenyon was mad at Gilbert for like adding for saying what happened.
Yeah, he got issues, man. But come on, play that. I want to hear what Gilbert say. Go and play that. I want to hear that.
Yeah, with Gil's Arena, he was reading comments, and so this was a few years ago. So he was reading.
Oh, this isn't recent.
Yeah.
This isn't recent.
It wasn't recent. It was pushed to Kenyon like it actually was recent, but it wasn't a recent thing. He wasn't on the staff, and I guess he was like defending me in a sense, and he was reading comments and going off the comments, and then he said that about Kenyon.
Okay.
And then after the fact, he met Kenyon when he came and started working for the company and stuff like that, and him and Kenyon became good. So, the people who held on to it, been, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to get it to Kenyon. And then, I guess since it came, to light, like, oh, we have the video. And then that's when he tried to apologize to Kenyon. So but since Kenyon never seen it, he just thought, oh, yeah, well, don't worry about it. Now, he's seeing it and, so now he thinks, oh, yeah, I had you in my house, had you in my family, my kids, so it's one of those things where it's like, well, no, and it was before, and I had to check, because, my dad, watches all that down, below level content where they down there beefing, doxing each other, recording, they, edit to make it look certain ways. So my dad was like, no, I watched that episode, because I was like, ooh, wait, so he was,
I gotta check. Yeah.
So my pop said, hey, no, it was not near. This when he was living here.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was confused. Like, when he started saying I had a family, we all looking like I had a family. I was around the kids. I was around the family. Like, who is he talking about? What we do?
I think. What's that Tyra Banks thing? Raise your hand if you were afraid. I was afraid watching it live. I'm taking notes for the day.
Mm-hmm. I dropped my
car. I said, hold on, what did I do?
Yeah, we was all like, and when you started reading it, everybody was like, oh, it wasn't me. Okay, cool. I mean, at that point, we didn't care what was happening, long as it wasn't us. It's kind of like,
what kind of niggas like that? Who want to be around a nigga like that?
What do you mean?
Like, they all gonna act like they scared of this nigga.
I think that's just content right there.
Do you watch the show?
No.
Oh.
I've never seen the show before.
Kenyon be on some bullshit, man.
This side.
Kenyon be on some bullshit.
What is he, bullying or some shit?
Hold on. Gotta find some older shit.
boy, Reggie. So Gil's Arena, man, they got into a Kenyon Martin. He got absolutely disrespectful today on Gil's Arena. Take a listen to this, folks.
Oh yeah, no, you got the right mentality, man. From 9 to 99, blind, cripple, or crazy, you can get it. Like he not deviating in his approach, and I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? All the little extra shit, I can, but I get that's him. That's part of it. That's the LeBron shoulder shrug thing. Yeah, all of that. I get it, but he coming to compete, right? Each and every spot he's been in, he's coming to compete. To Shad's point, if we had more people in our league that approached it that way nightly, it'll be a better product. Man. That's why the NFL is a better product. That's why the NFL is a better product, because those guys take it personal because their jobs.
Okay, here we go.
I'm trying not to tell Nick shut the fuck up while I'm talking. While I'm talking,
we were talking about Greg Popovich, his legacy.
Like just fucking rude and disrespectful. Nobody give a fuck about your phone, nigga.
Oh yeah, I saw that episode right there.
Yeah, you're about the wrong
guy
fucking.
was on there, the Nick guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was like rude as fuck to him or something like that.
Kenyon Martin was talking about something, and Nick was showing Gil something that they were talking about earlier or something. And this is his response. Talking to grown-ass men.
While I'm talking,
we were talking about Greg Popovich, his legacy.
Like just fucking rude and disrespectful. Nobody give a fuck about your phone. Niggas over here talking about something important.
You over here talking.
Yeah, you're about the wrong fucking thing, nigga.
Man, you want to talk like you on the porch.
Yeah, we talking about this man legacy.
All you want.
We're talking about this man legacy over here, and you fucking being disrespectful, nigga.
This is Gil's Arena presented by Underdog.
Look the same age, so it's
right?
like,
yeah, he can't say you want to make a joke. Ain't shit funny right now, nigga.
Keep talking about Pop.
Ain't shit funny.
Pop.
Nigga.
Shit. Let me
Everything ain't nobody want to see that dumbass shit you showing, nigga.
Don't be scared to look this way.
I'm over here.
Yeah, this dumbass nigga over here trying to conduct the motherfucking show, and you over here just constantly.
Talk.
We're trying to, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Damn, I don't have to shut up. I'm
why niggas talking you do, nigga?
I didn't say nothing. He said something.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't have to shut up.
You the one niggas can hear. Can't nobody hear him.
Shut up. Now
can't
I'm never
nobody hear
gonna
him.
shut up. I'm never gonna shut up now.
Sorry, Pop. You give Pop some smoke a little.
That would be
Can we get a little smoke for Pop?
Now that right there, man.
For no reason.
Nigga over trying to have a real conversation. Nigga,
all right,
shut
you
up.
can have it, nigga. I don't have to shut up.
Shut up.
I didn't say nothing. Don't tell me to shut up, nigga.
Hey,
hear me? Hold on.
That's why we're showing love to Greg Popovich.
Fucking shut up.
Hey, man, that's the end of the show. We are showing love. We're trying to show love. Show love to Greg Popovich.
I'm talking to you, directly to you.
Stop talking to me like that. All right.
Talking to you, nigga.
All right. And I'm
you ain't gonna talk to me. I'm talking to you, nigga.
And I'm gonna keep talking, nigga.
In the show.
Enough, gentlemen. Enough. Well, this has been
hit the button.
Another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. We will see y'all next week.
Crazy as fuck.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, this will play it out. Cause I was like, look here, man. I get what you're saying to me, man, but I think something else is going on here, right? So if something else is going on here, man, let's stop playing these games. And now I see that little statement right there. And if that continue right there, man, I will kindly just get up, man. I get up and walk to him and say, man, this ain't that necessary. And as by the time I get to necessary, man, my fist will be going to the back of his face. Because I think that's what we're doing, right? Yeah. If I ask you, is this what we're doing? And you continue, then you let me know that's what we're doing. Because I'm not going to sit there and keep playing. You trying to like, man, play a game or install or it ain't even punking me. It's saying you want to do something. Okay, well, let's do it then. Let's just do it. Let's get this out the way. We're wasting time. We're wasting time.
And the thing is this. Like, okay, I just looked it up. Nick Young 6'7", Kenyon Martin 6'9", so that's 2 inches. I mean, I ain't saying what I'm saying is like Nick Young be joking and stuff, and his whole like persona is like, you know, he was fucking with Iggy Azalea, telling jokes, and he seemed like a cool laid back dude. Sometimes people think that means you soft. I mean, Nick Young got in the ring with niggas.
Man.
And from what I understand, Nick Young is got some LA gangsters on his side.
Okay,
I don't think Nick Young is a motherfucker you want to really be fucking around with over there in LA.
Well, okay, it ain't about, man, to me, man, how tough a guy is. Because, man, at all some point, man, we all can't forget out this toughness in this man. But my saying is, man, is that what we doing here? Is that what we doing? Because, man, the guy like, hey, man, that's not what I thought we was doing here. But he keep, you know what I'm saying, going there. Well, shut the fuck up there. I'm like, hey, man, I'm not going to, a grown man is not going to tell me to shut the fuck up. And I'm grown as well. Man, if there's a issue, man, let's do it.
Already.
We wasting way time. Like, man, it'll take me a minute to say, okay, man, like, people get upset. And you got to respect people upset. Like how K. Martin did right there, man. I've done that. I've done it, man, where sometimes, man, I'm like, hey, man, damn, dog, shut the fuck up, man. I'm trying to say something here. Now.
There's a difference.
But hold on. But if a person like, man, fuck you, man, I was trying to have a conversation. Well, man, have a conversation over there somewhere. And if the dude say, hey, man, so is this something we're going to fight over? I can say, nah, I ain't trying to fight you, dog. I'm just trying to tell you to shut the fuck up. That's all I want you to shut the fuck up and finish my statement.
No.
But, man, he was literally, man, talking aggressive to this guy, like, man, man, I don't your ass. This is something else. That was something else going on.
You don't start off with shut the fuck up.
It was to me, it was just like, man, like, what we doing here? That's what we're doing. Let's do it. Let's do it then.
It's times where I done cut you off, you to cut me off, or whatever, and you were genuinely frustrated.
But, man,
and vice versa.
But it's frustration. But I know, man, it don't mean nothing but frustration. Me, you not fucking doing it, man, to like, man, to incite a fight. You doing it because, man, that's your character. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you do a lot more than I do. But what I'm saying is, like, if we on the porch and we having this conversation and I keep cutting you off, you might be like, God damn, man, let me talk, dog, or hold on, nigga. That's one thing. But to immediately be like, I'm trying to tell this nigga to shut the fuck up.
That see what I'm saying? And then, man, then double down on it, like, okay, hey, man, like, what we doing here, dog?
And then like, if my response is, no, man, he asked me a question, I'm showing him, well, shut the I don't care, fuck your phone, nigga. Well, okay, buddy.
And that's right. And see, God, man, if I've been a Nick guy, I would have went there. So they've been like, man, like, well, damn, man, ooh, that escalated really fast. I'm like, ain't that what you wanted? Because see, man, he think he can whip me. So since you
that's what I'm saying.
So since you think you can whip me, man, let me go in here, man, walk up to you, man, punch your fucking face.
And
so now he gets the opportunity to see if you can whip me or not.
And I don't think he realized. I don't think he realized Gil got Nick back. It would have been a 2-on-1. It would have been a 2-on-1.
Gil probably would have broke it up. They probably would have broke the shit up. They had all.
I think if Kenyon and Nick got into a physical altercation, it's gonna be 2-on-1.
Well, put it this, man. Man, I haven't heard no stories about fucking K. Martin whooping ass in the fucking the city. Y'all know where you from? Philadelphia,
Texas.
From Texas. Okay, this is something I've learned, man. You got a handful of big motherfuckers, right?
Mm-hmm.
That have no sense, spend their whole lives whooping motherfuckers' ass. Usually, man, unless use a
big niggas don't get in a lot of fights.
You say what now?
Big niggas don't get in a lot of fights.
That's what I'm going with this. Unless you're a small ass motherfucking dude, and all of a sudden you've been fighting your whole life, and then you jumped up in size all of a sudden, Then you probably had a lot of fights as a young, or you was a little bitty scrawny motherfucking run brother, and you had to fight the big brothers fucking fight when they went around, and found you finally caught up with them. But a big motherfucker, man, basketball players, man, you rarely ever see them niggas know how to fight. They look like fucking clowns out there throwing them weak ass jab. But they never fight nobody. They in the 6th grade, they was fucking 6 foot tall.
Yep.
Who the fuck wanna? First off, man, the coaches protected them, the teachers protected them. They stood out amongst everybody, and nobody picked on them. They big ass dude.
And the thing is this, like a super tall motherfucker, it is intimidating.
Yeah. Who wants to fight them big ass guys? Them big.
A 6'5" mother, like hold on, these niggas 6'7" and 6'9".
How many
like
fights that Shaq had?
A 6'5" motherfucker? Yeah. Like in real life, stand next to a motherfucker that's 6'5".
It's hot. It's a giant to you.
These niggas 6'7" and 6'9".
Now, with that being said, man, when was the last time you saw a big ass nigga fighting?
Huh?
When was the last time you saw a big ass nigga fighting? Two big niggas fighting. We don't say something. Don't say a big ass dude fighting somebody. Ever, because everybody got a camera right now, right? You know what I'm saying? So man, that tough shit, man, is the intimidation. You know, my brother, right? My brother, even though he's a little bit shorter than me now, but he was been taught me when we was young, right? And we only separated by like a year and a few months, right? But the way his fucking birthday came, he started school early, so he was like 2 grades in front of me. But
he a year ahead of you, but 2 grades ahead of you.
Right. Now, unfortunately, it might have been 3 grades ahead of me, but unfortunately, I passed him up, so it might have been 2 grades. So I passed him up. Back then, when they had to fucking hold back, you know, that kind of shit. So he got held back a couple of years, or 2 or 3 years, something like that, and I passed him up. So, and pass him up though, man, we seem like the same kind of age brothers. But he was a fucking ripped motherfucker as a youngster. And even though, man, even when we got to high school, I got to high school first, right? He was still yanking up, 400 pounds. I think 350. Is it 350 or 400? Something like that. 450. Some crazy ass amount of weight on the bench. First of it, and mind you, he was small and cut, but he was strong as fuck. You see what I'm saying? So, man, it was always like, man, I want no parts of that dude. I want no parts of it. But I knew, man, he rarely had fights. Now, me on the other hand, man, nothing made my day more than, man, throwing this right punch. I love fucking, man, getting into some kind of altercation. But he never had to fight because, man, his appearance, his physique. Now imagine a fucking 6'11" motherfucker. Like, man, I ain't finna fight that fucking dude, man. You fight him.
Yeah.
No, man, I try to be cool with him. And I can remember, man, people would want to be cool with my brother just because of size. Just because the tough appearance. It was like, man, that motherfuckers tell me, hey, man, you know why dudes ain't don't fight you, right? Because you're brothers. And I'm thinking, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm fighting anyway. I can fight with my brothers. But just for that alone, it kept me from fighting. Apparently, I guess sometimes, but it didn't seem like it. So, man,
I remember it was always a little nigga with a crazy ass family, and the little nigga know he got a crazy ass family, and everybody know that. So he walk around like that. Mine was a nigga named Marcel Craig. That nigga hated my ass for some reason, and his brothers was some dope selling gangster motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And Marcel was kind of the man. He had you get all the clothes, all that type of shit, and the nigga had an issue with me, man, and like. It was like one time I was just like, man, look, this little nigga ain't about to keep hoeing me, man. Look, no, he about to hoe me. I whooped that nigga. His brother came to school like immediately. It seemed like, and shit. Marcel didn't hold me, but his brother hold the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? I was scared of that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was like in ninth grade or something. Wait a minute, what grade was I in? I was like eighth, ninth grade or something. It was always a little nigga with a crazy family that everybody's scared of.
Well,
That was you?
You said what? No.
That was you?
No.
You was that
what?
nigga?
No. No. If I followed motherfucker, man, I was kind of like the guy, man. Didn't want nobody to know about it.
But see,
I didn't want.
you're not a big dude. You're not a big dude, but you're not tiny.
Now, okay. Let me be clear.
How tall are you?
5'7", 5'8", somewhere in there.
Okay.
But let me be clear though. Let me be clear. Now, of course, putting on shoes, putting about 5'9", right? But
you last nigga to get rained on.
You said what now?
You last nigga to get rained on.
But let me be clear though. Let's say, man, I'm talking about like, man, 6th and 7th grade. You got to think, man, 6th grade, I weighed
you're a child.
Yeah, 90 pounds. 7th grade. 7th grade, I weighed 90 pounds, right? 8th grade, I weighed like 100 pounds. By the time I got to 9th grade, when I graduated from high school, I weighed 136 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, you got to think 136 pounds. Now, I jumped up to at times in at 180. So you got to think my body is a heavy body. It's a good foundation. So I was a small guy, and now here's the luck of being a small guy. A super big guy like me, I'm not fighting that little bitty ass fucking guy. So I was too small for me to fight some giant. But I was the right size man for somebody to fight my size.
It's like fighting a gay, and like I ain't calling you gay, but it's like fighting a gay dude. If you lose, you win. If you win, you lose. It's a no-win situation fighting a little motherfucker.
So it's kind of like, man. So
that little motherfucker beat your ass, nigga.
Yeah, like you ain't do shit. You whoop your little dude ass. So like, a big dude like, man, I got to reason to fight that little dude, man. That dude on, man, fuck out of here. Now, mind you, man, I ain't back down on motherfucking fight. Now, there's probably fights I didn't want to actually have, but a fucking small guy, I mean, there's no reason for no big ass person to fight. And a big ass guy is like, man, like, nobody wants to fight that motherfucker. I remember I was cool with a dude in high school, man. They called motherfucker Big Dave. Motherfucker was a giant football player. And I remember I used to like fuck with him, man. I was a freshman, he was a senior. I used to fuck with him, man. But he looked like, man, some like little kid fucking with a giant.
Right.
Now, I can remember he was responsible for breaking this motherfucking dude's jaw, which kind of fucked up. Both of them is dead now. He broke one got killed, the other one died from like a natural cause. Well, I think Big Dave died from like natural cause or some shit. But why am I telling this story? Shit, my mind drifting.
Big niggas gonna be want to fight a little ass nigga.
Yeah, it serves no purpose. It serves no purpose. And now even with K Martin and fucking what's his name? What's that? Nick.
Nick Young.
Yeah, Nick Young. Nick Young. It was something specific about that guy. He was dating some chick.
Iggy Azalea.
Yeah, exactly what it was. You're right. There was no reason for man. He thought he was punking a little dude. He still thinks, man, that's a little dude. He a rookie. I'm punking him. Now I realized, like, man, this guy's still a man. This man's a business you're talking to.
Nick did celebrity boxing.
I was gonna say, K Martin think, man, like, man, this is like the little dude. Think, man, he wouldn't talk to fucking give it a ring like that. At least
okay, I don't know. This right here is another meltdown. I don't know who it was on.
Corny.
black for LA.
Y'all had a horrible color.
Yeah, I'm about to say, our gold and black was terrible.
Again, weirdo.
He got mad.
Every time he's here, I give him lotion.
Got a lotion.
There's lotion right over there. Every time I see him, I give him lotion.
Understand what Cam meant by saying he went to strip clubs to compete with other men. If you understand what he meant, it's a problem.
Yeah, I don't really.
I'm a broke boy. If anybody's like, yeah, I can relate.
Yeah, I didn't been to, I can speak on the topic. I didn't been to a few strip clubs in the Bay. Not one time have I ever did what he said.
Or thought about
You didn't have
I know he have. No, he has for sure.
Yeah, he do that all the time.
Like, nah, I know he has.
All I was thinking is he must never went in with an NBA player.
No,
brother,
he ain't.
You ain't got what we got.
No, he
blew you out of the water.
No, no.
Now, what you think about that concept?
I ain't saying what they're saying.
Cam Newton said that when he was going to the titty bar, it was about competition. It wasn't all about the girls. It was about who's throwing the most money type shit.
Oh, some stupid ass nigga shit. That's all I want to say. I heard that before. I think you said some stupid shit like that before.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, a bunch of weird motherfuckers. Texas motherfuckers pouring liquor out on the fucking floor. Oh, yeah. What the fuck y'all got going on? It's confusing to me.
Nigga, that's what it, nigga.
Come on, man. You know damn well, man. That's hustling backwards.
It's having fun.
Nigga, you can call throwing shit fun. And it's called cow chips. But I guarantee you, man, you don't think it's fun. But you go in the country, they like, yeah. We get them chips and we chunk those motherfuckers real fucking far. And another guy tell me, yeah, you think that's fun. Wait till the spitting time. Just wait till the spitting contest come up. Hot tour.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Go throw some money, nigga.
Nigga, if I throw some money, nigga, that shit gonna have a string on it. So I go throw that shit far as you want me to. When it's over with, I'm putting that shit right back in.
God damn, boy. You never went to just go throw some money?
I don't know if you hear yourself right now, man, but I wish you did. Just think of it. Yeah. Hey, well, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We had something better than that, though, man. Like in St. Louis, man, we get like a bunch of money, we flush that shit. We like, man, yeah, we flush that shit down the toilet. We like, man, who going on top of that shit? Now, we know them niggas out in Vegas, they burn the shit, right? We like, nigga, yeah, that's cool and all, nigga. They ain't better than flushing.
Hey, I know you call it what you want to, but I wouldn't take them days back for shit.
I don't know what the fuck that mean. I wouldn't give my money away for shit. Now,
what did days back for shit? Fuck
now,
you.
what the chicks? So y'all threw the money and the chicks did what?
Huh?
Y'all threw the money and what the chicks do?
No, like, I guess it ain't really no working man type shit. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like you at the bar with your people and y'all getting it. And y'all got y'all booth, y'all got y'all bottles, you know what I'm saying? And some other niggas come in, they're like they getting it. And shit, nigga, shit is nothing. We're gonna make it back, nigga. It ain't shit. It's just showing that it ain't shit. Oh, hey, man. I ain't the only nigga doing it. I mean, I ain't the only nigga that's done it. Shit.
Yeah, that right there, man, is a guy saying, man, hey, man, look at me.
Yeah. Stunting.
Yeah, and a guy like me pulls up, man, show my six-pack. You know what, man? My long hair down the back to my shoulders. My big cowboy belt, my snakeskin boots.
Same difference.
Do my dance, man, a few times on the dance floor, spin around, do a split, come back up, and man, leave with 5 bad bitches. And all the money I can pick up off the floor. I come back next week and do it again. And then y'all over in the corner, man, throwing fucking money. We appreciate you niggas.
Hey, man. That's what it was, man.
Y'all throwing fucking money on the fucking floor.
Oh, you ain't never been in there with a street dude.
So important. I don't got no budget in with the strip club because it's 15. I'm gonna get the one that like me, and we gonna put her on. She's on.
Rashad McCann's total career earnings were $7,500,000.
See, she's on budget now. She likes me. I like her. I'm getting the maximum from the minimum.
Because what you just go back to the old saying, what you eat don't make me shit, bro. Like, I don't.
You acting like we never been in the club when the football nigga came in there.
I know you did.
And we bottled him out. Watch out.
That's the
Go
club.
back home.
That's the club.
You're not big enough here. And then football want to come in, they take their shirt off. Then they want to do the 4-5 bottles and do all this stuff. Give me 10. Give me 10 of those. He want to order some? Give me 20 of those. You got the baddest one over there trying to 100,000 and one. We're going to make it fling around. Make it fling. All the girls, bring them all. Make it fling. Make it fling. Ain't nobody else.
Ken, was that one of your favorite years in the league, getting to play?
So, like St. Louis, y'all not big on the titty bars like that, huh?
St. Louis, let's be clear, St. Louis can't have titty bars.
Oh, y'all too stupid.
I don't know what that means, but St. Louis can't have titty bars. We gotta go to East St. Louis. You don't know it.
And said y'all murder each other.
No, I think they religion. Majority still like Republican religion shit.
Okay.
Man, no, hold on. I think it's just St. Louis. I think Kansas City, they do have titty bars.
Kansas City got titty bars.
Yeah, I think St. Louis just never really. St. Louis, I don't know what the fuck they never had them.
Matter of fact, I think you know what? We was going to juice bars. So I don't know if they get I don't think they got titty bars or not. We was going to juice bars where they don't serve liquor, but the girls be
dancing
like all the way naked or some shit.
But it might be like a hole in the wall, like somebody personal shit. Because they not serving juice bar, if they're not serving liquor, that means they ain't got a liquor license. That means it's not a bar. If you got a liquor license, you selling liquor. You ain't selling no fucking juice.
Yeah.
So
it was because like in Detroit, we got titty bars, like regular titty bars, but then they got some bars where the girls get all the way naked, but they can't serve liquor.
Because they ain't no liquor license.
No, it's just the rule. Like the girls, getting a liquor license, but the girls get all the way naked as long as you ain't serving no liquor. And I went a couple times and I was like, I can't drink. Like what the fuck? This is bullshit. What the fuck am I doing here? Drinking is a part of it. But I had my champagne campaign, goddammit.
No, I'm one of them guys, man, that if I go to a strip club, man, I'm going with a certain amount that I'm going to spend and nothing more than less. And some of that money, man, requires a girl to come back with me.
Like as a working man, $100 in singles and drink, and take care of your waitress and take care of your bartender. So a night might be $200-300. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the bar, though. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Don't go. If I'm not gonna go do that, I just won't go.
But I'm not really a big drinker, man. Anyway, man, like some people can go into a bar and drink all day. I'm not like guy, man, can go into a bar and drink all day long. Now I'm pretty sure, man, guys, man, go in there and throw money. You got man. St. Louis by far has some of the largest fucking cash money fucking crews in St. Louis. I'm pretty sure they went there and kept strip clubs open. If they can keep a damn near whole city of strip clubs. Now I've been in different states, right, and bars, and I hear people talking in conversation, and they bring up East St. Louis. I'm thinking like, damn, they talking about them way out here.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pink slip was a staple in the Midwest. A lot of people weren't doing the shit that the pink slip was doing. Like it was a damn near a brothel. You know, you go to like the average strip clubs, man. A lot of the motherfuckers, man, don't have a full touch and all that kind of shit. Like they bitches dance naked, but the touching was off limits. Man, pink slip, man, your fingers inside her and her mouth, you can do any damn thing.
That's some after hour shit.
No, that was straight pink slip. Motherfuckers on stage eating the chick out, man, throwing money on her. Dudes finger, every fucking thing. And fucking thing is, that was the first strip club I went to, right? So I thought that was normal. So me going to another strip club and trying to put my hand in some girl body, and they grab my hand and say, "Whoa, don't do that." I'm thinking, like, what kind of fucking place is this?
Yeah.
Me not knowing that that's not normal. And I can't imagine them girls not. I know you had to have all kinds of yeast infections, all kinds of shit back in the day. Because I just that shit, their pinks was wide open.
That's like after hour.
Nah. Shit, you been in the pink slip. I'm surprised you didn't witness that shit.
This was like 99.
Nigga, I was there at I was there in 96.
And it was like it wasn't a thing like we was going there. It's like we went there. Like it was like a big deal to go. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers went there. It ain't like I was a regular or nothing. I've been once.
Okay. But for somebody to they want to take you to that strip club, because when you get down, there's like 6 strip clubs all around that area. But that
all I know is I was down there and it was like we going to the pink slip.
See what I'm saying?
It was a pink slip. It's like and it was like a big deal.
And it was in the middle of the other strip clubs. Like that little country looking little area, gravel roads and all kind of shit. That all that little area right there, it was lit up right. There's
my recollection, yeah.
Yeah, it's strip clubs all around, like all those buildings that you saw around there. Doing like massage parlors and other strip clubs, but that one right there was like the for real. It's like almost like hole in the walls. Imagine a hole in the wall in the hole in the wall.
Okay.
It's like being in fucking the worst part of a fucking bar, and they say, "Hey, open that door up." You like, God damn, you trying to tell me hell is in here too? like yeah, go to the floor. You ain't seen shit yet. That was fucking pink slip.
Don't shake your ass, girl. I'ma throw this money. I'ma throw this money. I'ma throw this money.
I was in the pink slip, and I remember a girl was down on her knees in front of me, and she came up and she like, "Ain't you my cousin?" I'm like, "Damn, I am." All right, well, guess hey, it is what it is. I remember my brother was talking to a chick, right? Her and her sister was on stage eating each other out.
Her and her sister?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they just saw this work. But man, you got to think. But you got to think about all that kind of shit. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, pink club is a motherfucker. And I think I can remember saying, "Damn, come here, motherfucker, a chick spilled beer all over me and want to fight me."
Downers, bottom up.
Yeah, bottom up, remember. Bottom up was other big. Bottom up was another motherfucker. So that's when it's kind of like updated and shit. Yeah, bottoms up. This is not too long ago. This is probably like 10 years ago, right
here. 16 years ago.
Okay. We were talking about like them at 30 years ago, weren't we?
Is this it? Wait a minute. I was here this day. Wait a minute. Is this the one? It was an underage girl in there.
Neighbors say has been responsible for all kinds of trouble, is being ordered to close, and it's all because the manager hired an underage dancer. Good evening. I'm Dave Llewellyn.
I was in there this day.
Shut down.
With more on how the community is reacting to the news tonight. Bill?
How do you know she's a
It
lady?
was, in fact, the hiring of that 14.
You said what?
14.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Delighted. Very pleased, ecstatic.
I'm glad. They have all lived in the neighborhood just south of 8 Mile Road for decades, and finally, after years of complaints to police in the city, their dream of getting rid of the All-Star Sports Bar is closer than ever to reality.
Picketing, protesting, and complaining to the city about the same things that's happening over there now. So this is a fight that really has been going on. Besides the homicides in the last 11 years, there's been 6 homicides.
Like, nigga, like, okay, we're saying Happy Foods on the right, and then to the left, that's the titty bar.
Yeah.
That street in the middle is called Hubble. Nigga, I live I literally grew up 3 blocks from there.
And that's the stroll, right? Probably a whole stroll.
Huh?
Was it a whole stroll over there?
No. What they did was after they got shut down. Wait a minute. I think it was another time they got shut down because they didn't have no liquor license, and they would just go across the street to the liquor store and buy liquor and then take it over there. It's like, fuck it, still this fucking money.
They said in the 6 years, they said 6 homicides.
You know. He get a little live.
Now, one thing
into a
one thing
shooting
they
outside
could
of
do
a
is, man,
strip
declare a
club
place
early
a
this morning on
nuisance.
Detroit's west side.
After a homicide, they declare a nuisance.
I didn't hear you.
If it's like a homicide, they declare a place a nuisance.
Sign.
The Detroit police releasing security camera video as they hunt for the gunman. Grant Herms following the newest developments. Grant.
Devin, Kimberly, police are still looking for several suspects and at least 2 vehicles in this shooting, but so far, a lot of questions and very few answers.
According to police, the shooting happened around 1:45 Monday morning after a show ended at the Sting Gentlemen's Club on Michigan Avenue. Detroit police releasing this 2-second video,
I
which
say not it's a whole stroll over here, by this titty bar.
Local 4 has slowed down. Bystanders helping victims as the suspected shooter or shooters drive away in the silver pickup. Police say in all 6 people in their 20s were shot, 4 men and 2 women. 2 of the men are still in critical condition. The others are listed as stable. Video from a nearby business shows more chaos across the street. At first, 2 men can be seen on the sidewalk with a group following behind. The nightclub just to the left, out of frame. As they walk to their car, commotion. The men duck. One in blue pulls a handgun but doesn't fire before the group runs for cover. The man in blue and another
Trick AK-47. Fuck that man.
I'm trying to find it.
Fuck he got going on.
Trick was coming to shut up. I don't say he like I've been maybe 2 or 3 times. I'd have been in the bar and that nigga come up in that bitch and like I leave immediately. They come in, man, with like 20, 30 motherfuckers, dude.
What does that mean?
Like, it's just too much.
Well, you can't have friends with him or some shit?
Like, you in a bar, man, a motherfucker come in with 20, 30 motherfuckers? That's his bar now.
What is he, ignorant or some shit?
Ignorant as shit. Ignorant as fuck.
And anybody ever combed his hair?
I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't from the same age group, hood, none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know the nigga or nothing about the nigga. All I know is you kind of hear about the nigga, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? And, like, it's like you at the bar with, like, maybe 2 or 3 people, but somebody come in that fucking deep. Oh, man, it's a recipe for bullshit.
I thought that the way people talking like he was a solid dude in Detroit.
I never heard no whole ass shit about him.
Well, when I say solid, like I'm talking about, like, man, he came in there, like he be the guy that came in there, man, like, hey man, some fucks up shit going on, man. We want answers, or man, hey, we take care of everybody in here right now. Like if something happened in the neighborhood, he's like the T.I. of Atlanta, trying to get down to the bottom of it.
Like I say, now that part, that's what I'm saying. We're not the same age group or hood or nothing like that, so I can't say. I'm just familiar with them niggas being wild, and you hear about shit, and then the nigga come in like, oh, that's Trick. And then like he's like, you know, superstar, but he's known enough to where the DJ holler him out and like Trick and the Goon Squad. And shit, 20, 30 motherfuckers come up in that motherfucker, man. It's like, man, give my bill, dude. This shit is not about to be fun. But see,
this was the moment when this war with Iran,
like for, you know, like a nigga like me navigating in the city, you kind of learn to avoid bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You kind of you get familiar with situations where bullshit can occur, and you try to, you know what I'm saying, navigate away from that shit.
This was the moment when this war with Iran was just meters away from escalating, perhaps to a point of no return. Around 4:10 p.m., an Iranian missile launched at Israel broke apart in midair, apparently hit by an Israeli interceptor. The warhead, according to Israeli police, dropped on the old city in Jerusalem, blasting a hole. Israeli police recovered pieces of the warhead, saying it was filled with dozens of kilograms of explosives.
This is exactly where the explosion took place. And if ever there was a symbol of how difficult wars are to control and predict once they begin, this is it. This is only a few hundred yards from the holiest sites in the world. Luckily, none of them were damaged, but had they been destroyed, this would be a totally different conflict.
The crater is 300 yards from the Wailing Wall, the most sacred place.
But how do you get to blow my shit up? And then when I retaliate, if I hit certain shit, now that's I don't understand that. I don't understand.
I'm hoping they hit that shit.
The fuck?
I'm hoping they hit that shit. This is all limits. You can't hit this, and we can blow up a fucking school of kids. Man, get the fuck out of here.
But we're about some old ass wall that these motherfuckers pray at.
I hope they blow that motherfucker up.
The fuck?
I want to see the tears. It's kind of crazy, man. I hate to say, but I'm rooting for
Huh?
I'm literally rooting for Iran.
You know what, man? I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but I am too.
Yeah, man, everybody is. Man, we sick of this dumbass shit. Like, wait a minute. We felt sorry for you motherfuckers, and here you is, motherfucker. Y'all worse than these motherfuckers. Y'all literally worse than these motherfuckers that y'all talking about.
It would be, if they hit one of those sites, it'd be a fuck them sites.
Like, motherfucker, they was aiming for.
Crater is 300 yards from
300 yards.
Yeah, nigga, they was aiming for that motherfucker. They missed, nigga. That mean better luck next time, motherfucker. He said, man, somebody got yelled at. You missed, motherfucker.
Yup. Somebody had to cut their pinky off.
The most sacred place for Jews, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque, which sits on top of the Wailing Wall. And tonight is Eid, a Muslim holiday. And it was very close to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, where Christians believe Jesus was crucified and rose from the dead. A single broken missile could have escalated this war into a religious one of global proportions. And as oil fields continue to burn, a spokesman for the Iranian armed forces directly threatened new targets, saying to American and Israeli military personnel that recreational areas, resorts, and tourist centers around the world will not be safe for you.
A chilling threat.
God damn, boy. Shit. Nigga, you need to take a leave of absence. No, you in America. You good.
There, and Richard joins us now live overlooking Jerusalem's Old City. And Richard, explain to our viewers, if one of those holy sites had been hit, it would have really changed things in this war. This was a very close call. No one was even injured, but it shows how uncontrollable these wars are and how little it takes for there to be an emotional event that takes the war in a whole new direction.
Nigga, either hit him or you don't hit him.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on tonight and escalate.
Close call. Ain't no close calls in war, nigga. It's either a miss or a fucking a hit.
Man.
Yeah, Donald Trump literally said they got 48 hours to fucking basically give up, surrender. So now if they
Donald
don't,
Trump threatened to send ICE agents to airports. What for?
TSA. Replace TSA. Yeah, pure
To help him?
Tonight, TSA travel woes.
Replace them.
Don't know what they're doing.
Elon Musk said pay their salary.
Huh?
Elon Musk said he'd pay their salary.
Things like this at airports in Atlanta, New York City, and Houston. A sea of people trying to escape for spring break, instead finding themselves trapped in long security lines.
Oh, I don't know, a couple thousand people on right now.
On Truth Social, President Trump saying he'll move ICE agents to the airports where they will do security starting Monday, adding he has told them to get ready. While Elon Musk on X offering to pay the salaries of TSA personnel during this funding impasse. An attempt by Senate Democrats.
So do it. What the fuck? Do that shit.
To advance a bill funding just the TSA.
The motion is not agreed to.
Failing to secure enough votes today. TSA officers going on 36 days without pay as the partial government shutdown continues with no sign of a resolution. The TSA saying more than 400 officers have quit their jobs. Others are calling in sick. Friday, more than a quarter of officers didn't show up at JFK. Roughly a third were a no-show in Atlanta. And at Houston's Hobby Airport, more than half. Some are getting second jobs to make ends meet.
I have a really good friend that is part of the TSA. He's reached out to me a couple times about things that are going on and maybe other job opportunities for him, but he is definitely struggling right now.
Denver International Airport setting up a collection box.
Today we dropped off some gift cards to grocery stores and gas stations, quite a few for them to...
Some white people are just good people, man.
And they all
That's good. That's a good white lady right there. She probably called me a nigger and spit on me, but still, that's still a good white lady, man.
Use, hopefully.
At Newark Liberty, some arriving early to avoid any problems.
I didn't know what to expect, and I've been tracking it online.
Whatever the solution, travelers are anxious for the turbulence to end.
Valerie. Man, you shouldn't be traveling unless it's absolutely necessary. Pay that shit.
Spring break is here, and flyers are bracing for long security lines as the partial DHS shutdown drags into another busy travel weekend.
It's insanity, and it needs to be resolved at the federal level.
I'm 5 hours early because I knew that the line is going to be long, but I didn't expect it to be this long.
And every time I go through the TSA, I think about how they're not getting paid at the moment. It's like, hey, the work they are doing is serious, and they're not getting paid for it.
It's not fair. It's not right.
Okay, airline passengers growing increasingly frustrated, you could say, as the shutdown stalemate drags on. We're taking a live look at San Francisco Airport as flight delays and cancellations are mounting across the country. TSA workers.
I hate to say it, man, but this would be a good time to do some terrorist shit, huh?
Yeah, it's coming.
This would be a good time to do that.
It's coming. We so weekend vulnerable don't make sense, man.
And you know what's fucked up? Because the Democrats holding the bill up, right? Something happened, it'll be the Democrats' fault. It'd be, it'd be straight Democrats' fault. 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 It'd be
calling out or just flat out quitting as they go unpaid, leading to massive security lines that we've been seeing and even missed flights. And there's no clear sign of when this all could end, but we know who's covering it all. That would be News Nation's Marcus Espinoza back at Newark Liberty International Airport. Marcus, I was out there earlier this week doing the same thing, talking to people who are very frustrated, watching those lines kind of ebb and flow. It really depends on the time of day. And now we're learning that Tesla CEO Elon Musk has a proposal to help this whole thing out. So what do we know?
Hey, Laura, good morning. Yeah, the most surprising news of this early morning is that post on X by Elon Musk, the very same person, the billionaire who wanted to get rid of government waste, says now that he will pay the salaries of TSA personnel during the government shutdown. What a claim and what a move, because TSA lines are growing. And while it's not so bad at this current moment here at Terminal A at Newark Liberty International Airport, it is getting bad across the country. So really interesting to see if and how.
You think he'll actually do it?
Oh, Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Fucking Elon Musk don't like black people, man. You go to TSA, you'll see the workers, man. Majority of TSA workers are black people.
Yeah.
I like going working for the government. Majority of fucking workers in the government are blacks. Black women is that. You ain't finna fucking pay them people, man. Remember that girl got her throat cut from fucking she's from Ukraine?
Yeah.
And Elon Musk said, man, he's gonna spend, I think, $1 million in paintings around the United States. Murals of her.
Mm-hmm. I ain't hear that, but okay.
How many have you seen?
I feel you.
Reason for that is because, man, the average painter is guess what? Mexican. Latino. They do them murals and shit like that. And then when he said he gonna do it, they probably said, man, yeah, give me $30,000, $40,000. Like, I'm not giving y'all shit. Yeah, he thought he's I mean, when George Floyd got killed and shit, black people was painting them everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to see the same thing with white people do that to them. Man, you finna paint that lady up in our neighborhoods? Go on somewhere, man. No, you got black people still and still lost and confused by what's going on. I saw this girl, man, had made the 2016 election. She fucking pretended she's a Republican and made $100,000.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I told you you should have done it, dog.
It was a black dude too.
Yeah, a couple of them done. I told you should have done it.
Hey, man.
You got this pride thing going on. Talking about, man, you're proud when you do it. Nigga, well, give me the $100,000 and I'll tell everybody it was fake.
Sure, man.
It was my idea. Well, give me the money.
Yeah. It ain't too late, baby.
Well, I said, do that shit, man, and I say, hey, man, he never meant that shit. It was my idea, and give me all the money. And I will send you videos of shit I'm doing in other countries with the money. Matter of fact, I know exactly what I do with it. I make you proud. I go to the G spot in fucking Costa Rica and throw that shit in there. Throw money, as I say.
You don't throw that money?
Yeah, throw the shit. Yeah.
God damn, they tore that house up, dude.
Who tore it up?
They said some Section 8 motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah. That was always a known thing. Do that shit.
Hmm?
That was always a known thing. Do that shit. Tear the fucking crib up when you get put out. These just poor people, man. They're emotional or something different than the average person.
Another day of intensive missile strikes from Iran. 2 salvos.
It says mass casualties after Iran strikes Arada Dimona.
Yeah.
Dimona is where you know those black Hebrew Israelite dudes?
Yeah.
Someone went to Israel and was like, we want citizenship type shit. And they like, y'all not Jews. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, we're the Hebrews and shit. And they all kind of stayed in one area. And I think they basically just said fuck it, and overstayed their visas, and like started learning Hebrew and kind of assimilating to the like Jewish culture. And they kind of put them all in one area called Dimona, that's next to like a nuclear power plant or some shit. But that's one of the places of Israel that Iran hit.
Damn.
Israel's defenses in the south with devastating effect. In the city of Arad, a ballistic missile shattered an entire neighborhood, destroying buildings at the point of impact and damaging many others nearby. It was quickly declared a mass casualty incident as rescue teams scrambled to recover survivors from beneath the rubble, with a fleet of ambulances taking victims to nearby hospitals. Israel's National Security Minister, Itamar...
See, my thing is like, okay, like right now, I'm sitting down in an apartment complex. You sitting down where you sitting down. You don't hear it coming. Ain't no warning. Just from 1 second to the next, loud ass sound, and everything is tore up. That shit toward the side, like, that's crazy how like all those apartments is open like that. Shit is, man. This shouldn't be playing no games with, dude.
Visited the scene. The people of Israel...
And that motherfucker, Ben Gavir, the goddamn maniac, man.
Thank God are strong. They are trying to harm us, but we remember one thing. We are at war. The attack followed a strike on another southern city, Dimona, the home of Israel's nuclear program. Targeted by Iran in retaliation for an attack on its nuclear facilities earlier, Dimona was subjected to multiple air raid alerts throughout Saturday before one missile avoided interception, causing extensive damage. Weeks of missile and drone strikes have left many Israelis war-weary and emergency services at times overwhelmed.
This is a difficult evening. An incident in Dimona and now an incident here as well. The Israeli police, together with all the other forces, are operating at all the scenes.
Police say in both cities, those residents who took shelter.
What you think about voter ID?
There's no voter fraud on the level they need it, man. But man, if they're doing this, if that's their playing this, man, let's get our voters, man, IDs, man. The Democrats should have launched a campaign big on a scale that no one ever seen before, and it could have backfired in Republican faces, saying, okay, now you make us get IDs. We got these people with IDs, so they're gonna vote.
I heard that.
So man, we can launch a campaign of people that can't afford an ID. We get your ID. If you can't afford to buy one, we get you one. Or they get passed legislation saying, okay, you need a ID. We offering free IDs during this time for right here.
Yeah.
But Democrats, once again, they fucking fall short.
And then it turns to, you're racist. You say black people can't figure out how to get ID.
You may another fucking problem that they got to deal with.
Oh, how they did it.
I'm Ami Horowitz, and I'm here in Berkeley, California to find out if voter ID laws suppress the black vote. have an opinion on voter ID laws?
Yeah, they're usually pretty racist and they're bad. I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far as say those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority voters are less likely to have the kinds of IDs that have been described or required.
These type of people don't live in areas with easy access to DMVs or other places where they can get identification.
You can always get IDs you do over the internet. Does that also make it difficult for black people in particular?
Yeah, you have to have access to the internet. You have to be able to pay an internet service provider for certain fees.
Do you think that's harder for black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works. A lot of people have smartphones, but they might not have data. For most of the communities, they don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or they're not informed. I also think there's a repression of black voting with how if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to vote and everything. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population of the African Americans.
Now I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on.
But I hate when they go the purpose of the voter ID shit is to limit the vote for people who don't normally vote for them. And poor blacks are less likely to have their documents. And I mean, shit. I guess I'm one of them ignorant. Shit, man. Sometimes I ain't have no fucking ID.
On what you just heard.
I can still live my life. And I want to take a day off work and all that shit.
Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know anybody, any black people?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID? That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so we know what we need to carry around.
Everybody that I know have ID. That's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with, ID.
Do you know any black adult who does not have ID?
No, I don't.
Is it a weird thing to even say that?
Yes, it is.
What is this, some type of trick candy camera?
I know, right? That's the only thing I brought with me.
Those are legit IDs. I heard a lot also that black people can't figure out how to get to the DMV.
Really?
What does that say to you?
I know it's that, on 25th Street.
Do you know where the DMV is around you?
It's on 125th Street and 3rd Avenue, I believe.
You know how to get there?
Yeah.
Would you have a problem getting there if you had to get there?
No.
I know these sound like silly questions. You know how to get to the DMV?
Of course.
You know where it is?
Yes.
You can get there?
Uh-huh.
No problem.
No problem.
Just checking.
Okay.
And I also heard a lot that black...
But you see how they play us, though? Fucking racist motherfucker going to the shit crazy.
People, especially poor black people, have no access to the internet, can't figure out how to use the internet.
That's just stupidity, honestly. Everybody has access to the internet. Even a little kid can figure out how to work the internet.
I had access to the internet for years.
You know how to use it properly, right?
Exactly. I do it at work. So, of course, I know how to use it. My kids know how to use it. They all have iPads, iPods, whatever.
Your phone has data?
Mm-hmm.
You can actually...
Unlimited.
Unlimited data?
Mm-hmm. I use my phone as a hotspot.
What does that say to you for the people who have this perception of black people?
They're pretty much ignorant. That's what my thought process was.
I just think that's ignorant. Ignorant.
Ignorant. That's the word I'm hearing a lot. Ignorant.
Very, very ignorant.
Does it sound racist for somebody to say that?
I think it is a little racist because, you're putting people in a category and you have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe a little bit of racist in it, but like I said, I think it's more stupidity and ignorance.
You're judging somebody, but you're judging them because they black, saying that they don't got it.
What people are they talking to? Who are these people talking to?
Do you have a problem that if you go to vote and they say, can we please see your ID to make sure you are who you say you are?
Love showing my ID.
You have no problem with that?
Nope.
Would you have a problem if when you go to vote, if they say, can we please just see your ID to make sure you are who you say you are? Do you have an issue with that?
No.
Would you have a problem if there was a rule where you have to show your ID in order to vote?
I don't think so. No.
Would you have an issue if there was a rule saying you got to show your ID before you vote?
Nah.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be swearing warrants out for Grand Theft Auto.
I am, but
I'm white, and all of them are black. So
I'm white too. Investigator Wainwright is white. Your mom is white. We're all white here.
I'm not naming names. I got names, dude. And names, those names, I'll point to you. Dude, James, or that's how I've been saved. Stole a truck.
He ran a Toyota Tacoma into a house.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, hanging out on the block won't get me in, Mom. I'm cool.
Officers received a report of a kid allegedly looking to steal a Honda Accord. They've had dozens of stolen vehicles reported in the area. What officers didn't know yet is that their suspect was already on his way to Arkansas, and they needed to find a way to convince him to drive back.
Hey, how are you?
I'm all right, you?
Good. I'm Detective Franco with the police department.
Yes, sir.
Who are you?
I'm Carla.
Okay, who is Eric to you?
My son.
He's not here, is he?
He's not. He came and packed all his, or what he could carry in his car and said he was moving to Arkansas. What has he done now?
Well, that's kind of what we want to talk to him about. I know he just, how long ago did he leave here?
12, I think when I texted my husband, said he just came by.
Why did they say why he's leaving?
Well, his friend was in the Army and got out yesterday or something, and he lives in Arkansas too, and...
I'm gonna go get my phone and check. Do you have your phone?
I do.
See if you can call him and tell him he might want to turn around and talk to us before he goes on out of here. Glad we came when we did. And we'll kind of explain to you more about what's going on in a second.
Come on, fat. You don't want a kitten?
No. He literally took all his stuff?
Hey, where you at? Well, I've got an officer right here that said you might want to turn around and come back to Athens. I don't know exactly what you've done, but I got 2 police officers sitting right here. Would you like to speak to this man? You ain't done. Well, I know well, I don't know. I got 2 cops here that said that you might want to keep in Athens.
It'd be better if he came and talked to us before he left.
It'd be better if you spoke to them before you left. Well, okay, well, I don't know what you have done for them to want to talk to you before you leave the state, but, well, I understand you can't turn around in the middle of 6-lane traffic, but you might need to find a way back here.
Ask him how far out he is.
He's in Atlanta.
All right.
They're the Athens Clark County PD. I don't see them driving to come talk to you.
We're not coming to Arkansas.
I don't even know what the hell you have done, so you don't either. That's what they like to talk to you about.
See if he'll talk to him. Let me talk to him.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Let him talk to you. I'm going to grab my puffer. I'll be right back.
Is this Eric?
Yeah, I'm always driving around to black people doing shit they weren't supposed to.
Hold on. Slow down. What did you say about being with some black people?
I'm not a snitch. I'm not going to name names, but I was giving some friends a ride, and they told me to take them somewhere, and they were doing shit that they told me they were not going to do.
All right, when was this?
I don't remember the exact date, but I'm not going to name names. I'm not a snitch. I'm sorry. I can't.
All right, I got you. All right, but before we get to there, so I'm Detective Franco from the Athens Clark County Police Department. I'm here with Investigator Wainwright from Oconee County. So let's start with the easy stuff. Last night, we had 3 white dudes go try to break into a car in a neighborhood on the west side, and some black dude was outside eating crackers, and he confronted y'all, and an officer saw you driving out of that neighborhood.
I didn't even try to break into his car. I was literally walking around his vehicles because he had like 5 nice vehicles, and I was looking at them.
Okay. But who is the one?
If he was in my situation, if he was looking at my shit and I did that, I would be wrong. I would be racist.
So, but hold on. So, who were were the people you with last night trying to break in this man's car?
No one even touched his shit. He's flipping for nothing.
Why were y'all in his yard?
I was looking at his cars. We were walking around. I went to see my homie Jack before I came to Arkansas.
Okay.
We were just walking around. I seen a nice-ass car. I wanted to see it.
You were with Jack because Jack told him his name, but y'all weren't breaking into cars. Y'all were just admiring the man's car.
Yes, sir. I was not even...
All right. Well, let's skip to a few weeks ago. I'm going to let this Oconee investigator ask you about his situation.
Hey, Eric. This is Investigator Wainwright.
Sir?
Hey, so... Sunday, May 1st, were you in my county with any of your friends?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not naming names, but that's exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't need you to name names. I got names. So what I need you to do is come back here and speak to me about that incident because a lot of people are pointing fingers at you at the moment.
I'm already almost out of Atlanta.
Then you need to turn your around and get back here and talk to me about this because If you don't, I will be swearing warrants out for your arrest, and they will pick you up and they will extradite you back to here, wherever you are. It's in your best interest. It is in your... I'm not paying for your gas. No. No, I'm not paying for your gas. Okay, then that's fine. So if you don't come back here and talk to me about this incident, then I'm going to go off the working knowledge that I have, and I'm going to be swearing warrants out for grand theft auto, which is a felony. Then I suggest you get back here and you talk to me.
I never said I wasn't coming, but I'm on my way back. I have to turn around. You can put a warrant out if you want to, but I'm coming. Hell.
How long? Well, he's not going to... Hey, Eric, he's not taking a warrant to...
I didn't accuse of shit I didn't do, and then all
Dude.
Calm down, calm down.
Eric, that's why we want... Eric, this is Franco again. That's why we want to talk to you.
No, I'm not. No, y'all gotta put my name in this.
Well, listen, dude, listen. You're not going to jail today. Listen to me. Just calm down, take a breath. The reason we want you to come back is we have evidence to show you. We want you to explain to us what we're seeing, okay? What he's telling you is if you just go to Arkansas and don't come back to meet us, you'll leave us no choice but to go on what we already know. We want you to be able to give your opportunity. We obviously know a lot. That's why we're here. We're not threatening you. We want you to come here and explain this to us. But if you don't come and do that, we just have to go on what these other people are saying. So he's not going to go sign a warrant right now. What he's telling you is you need to come back here and talk to us so we get your side so we can try to make this right. Do you see what I'm saying?
I am, but I'm white, and all of them are black. So
I'm white, too. Investigator Wayne White is white. Your mom is white. We're all white here. It doesn't matter what they're saying. That's not the only thing we have. We have things we need to show you so you can explain to us. The more you can help yourself in this situation. We're not just looking at you. I've been looking at this giant crew of people that I've been doing nothing but working this shit for the last week. And what Investigator Wainwright is telling you is it's in your best interest to come back. If you just run off to Arkansas, we'll have no choice but to just go signing warrants and just putting it all on you. Do you want to not? Can you come back and talk to us?
I'm coming, bro. I just said
How long would it take you to get back? Because I know you just left here at 12:19.
An hour and 34.
All right. Well, we'll hang out. Are you coming back to your house, or do you want to meet us at the police department? What do you want to do?
I'll come back to my house, bro.
All right. We'll kind of hang out. We'll plan to meet you back here in about an hour and a half. All right. Like I said, you don't got warrants. You don't have any warrants, so we're not here to snatch you up. We want to show you some things, and we want to talk to you. If
he hangs around with.
All right.
Another one that might have been with him last night is actually my daughter's boyfriend's brother, the one that's the guy in the Army.
Is he with him now?
He's with him right now. They're going to Arkansas.
What's his name?
His name is Labe.
Cool.
An hour and a half later, the 19-year-old shows up. Now officers do their best to get him to turn on all of the other kids he was with.
How are you? Is your buddy with you?
That's my brother.
Is he the one? Okay. Yeah. Talk to him real quick. I'm just gonna ask your brother something. Do you need a piss or anything?
No.
All right. Hey, what's your name, bud?
Labe, sir.
It's what?
Labe, L-A.
What?
Yeah, and not even like all the way in it. He just like stepped maybe 2 or 3 feet into the driveway.
All right.
And was looking at it, and the dude came out there hollering at him.
The dude said he was trying to go into the car.
No, he didn't. He never even touched the car.
That guy is saying he reached for the handle.
He never. He leaned over it like this, looking like the window. That's about it. I stayed in the road.
Somewhere. I already know that all of them would bring my name into this.
So
I'm the one weak.
Just give me the truth.
I don't really know his real name. I have him saved as James.
James.
But anyway, he got in and...
How old is James?
Dudes, I think 17, 18.
Okay.
We got in, told her a dude named Striker or Strike, however they say it. And another dude, I don't know his name, said we just smoke, drive around. So I was fine with that. I don't mind smoking and driving.
What vehicle were y'all in?
And then he ended up telling me to go drive here. And I said, no, you're not going to keep telling me what to do.
Have jumped out the window if it was not for DDG. I only wear J's because you're from the hood and you're a hoodlum. We don't like you. You stink.
Snoop's father for the show. Hey, shut up, chat. For that 24-hour stream.
Plant money. What kind of implant am I getting? Sir. Look clean your junk, though. I know. I ain't gonna lie. Tip. Hey, is this cool to do this?
Why?
Always tell me no to those shoes, bro. You guys don't like my fucking boots?
Hey, y'all don't like those boots?
You like my boots?
Y'all. Hold on, I'm about to go show y'all.
Yeah.
This one down. I got two things playing. I'm about to grab the boot.
I'm not telling you. I'm going to ask you.
Those bricks you have are cute. What are you?
Multiple times. You could ask Ack. Every fighter got paid after Branders. Every fighter. Everybody's paid except him. Why? Because you can't go around saying that shit's rigged.
Gots to play devil's advocate. You wanna know why? These both my friends. It was another nigga that said something like that too in the ring. It was another nigga that said something like that too in the ring, but he ain't dealing with the same consequences. Now, if a nigga lose a fight, like if I would've lost a fight, I damn near would've said the same thing. I probably would've been like, man, this shit rigged. I should've won. Every nigga says that. Like, I don't think it's right to not pay him. It's like if a nigga gotta step on eggshells to get paid, how that's gonna make the future fighters feel? Hey, risky activity. Bro, you need a new outro, bro. I've been meaning to tell you that, nigga.
We tried. I literally wanted to pay him multiple times. You could ask Ack. Every fighter got paid after Branders. Every fighter. Everybody's paid.
Rigged. I should've won. Every nigga says that. Like,
he is right. He's right, because look, it was the same that was super hot. He's not wrong what he's saying, by the way. But he's referring to one specific clip. Because that's cat. Bro, he's right. Chat, when I watch football, I'm like, yo, that shit's rigged, what the fuck? Or like, I get it. But Didi, he took it to a whole nother level. And you gotta hold your man accountable for that. He signed an agreement, he breached. It's that simple.
Like, I don't think it's right to not pay him.
He's not gonna not get paid. It's not my money. It's up to the sponsor.
That's all I gotta say. Because it's like, then this how you look at it from a business perspective, right? It's like if a nigga gotta step on eggshells to get paid, how that's gonna make the future fighters feel?
I wish he didn't say, listen, I fuck with Didi. I always have his back, always. I really wish he wasn't one-sided here, because he could say, me personally, every time I've dealt with Aiden or I know someone that dealt with Aiden, he's always done clean and good business. And that's a fact, bro. He knows behind closed doors, I've done clean shit. I don't ever fuck anybody over. And I wish he kind of would be more neutral, right? In the beginning, he starts the clip and he says something amongst the lines like, oh, they're both my friends, but it's a one-sided take here. It's a one-sided take here.
You know? Big, I should have won. Every nigga says that. Like,
he is right. He's right, because look, to be honest with you, bro, I've never lost a lawsuit one time. Basically, they'll sue me for the amount. I'll clap back and countersue them and sue them.
You're gonna have to sign a liability form so you don't sue me. I'll never sue you. I had somebody I looked at as my brother, and he literally sued me right now. Somebody that I really love sued me. Broke my heart.
Yeah, but he ain't got as much money as me, bro.
Man, he had a Lambo. You're gonna have to sign a liability form.
I don't know if today is I Hate Academics Day, but for some reason, everybody is going at academics today. Everybody got something to say about them, and academics is currently engaged in like 3 different beefs at once. The first people who had a problem with DJ Academics this week is Peter Rosenberg and Ebro. They went off on them on their shows, much of what they said are already like recurring narratives about academics, but a lot of what they said was just downright delusional, starting off with this.
Birthday Boy, the king of Why Do You Care, did decide to respond to something related to academics. You did. I mean, you don't care
That was
as much.
yesterday, right? No, that was yesterday. Yeah,
that was
in the morning.
I didn't know. You didn't say anything. I just saw it later.
Yeah, what happened?
No, I just saw people commenting on it, and the thing I got irritated about, you know me, was just that the narrative, two things. I didn't see what you said or what he was referring to, but there was a conversation about Ebro blames firing on Drake. I was like, I don't need to hear what that is to know that's not true. I don't.
So ridiculous.
I don't have to watch that to know that's not true.
Yeah.
And then Academics gives the real reason on the firing, which is that our ratings were pure trash, and then that just gets me angry. The outright line.
But that's not true either.
I know. The outright just being like, I'm just going to make something up and say it, and people believe someone.
Well, there's so many things wrong with this for so many reasons. Let's start off here. What are metrics, right? What are the ratings? You see, Ebro and Rose.
As a result, they can't really go outside like that.
Right.
They say a lot of things inside, and then going outside gets complicated. You know what I mean?
So yeah,
most of these streamers walk around with security now.
Isn't that great? So many people walk.
After a while boxing down, it becomes bullying, and I don't like that either, right? But these are the who keep getting their ass up and they keep coming back. So I just wanted to give them that free game. You guys got fired because you couldn't advance with the times. You didn't like the new artists that eventually became the artists of the time, who became the superstars and the biggest in the game. You guys thought you could pick who that was. That was a egregious and a fatal mistake. You got to take accountability for that. Number two, you got fired because your ratings suck. No, we're not talking about radio ratings. That's how you calculated stuff like years ago. We're talking about how you guys are seen in a digital streaming market. If you're not going to catch up. So the very idea that you guys are rejecting the idea that we're in a streaming era. And when I talk about ratings, you're talking about radio ratings. Let me just warm everybody up to the fact. Hot 97, Power 105, yes, they're still radio stations, but they're competing in the streaming market. The very fact is this. DJ Academics is competing with No Jumper, which is competing with DJ Vlad, which is competing with Bootleg TV, or Bootleg Kev, whatever his name is, which is competing with Joe Budden TV, which is competing with Gillian Wallow, $1 Million Worth of Game. We're competing with Hot 97, The Breakfast Club. Content is just content. We're competing with Kai Cenat. We're competing with everybody. And, once you're kind of in that hip-hop box, it's just like if people want to go see or hear about hip-hop, they have all these options, right? No one has to be in New York to listen to Hot 97. They could just listen to it online if they want to. They just don't want to. So, yeah, you guys were getting horrible views and horrible, it just wasn't streaming well. And now your predecessor, which I think that's what you should be happy about, you guys are doing better than him. So, it must make you guys feel a little bit better that you guys did suck at your job, but they hired someone who's worse. Maybe that was a DEI type of thing. I don't know. The new radio host up there at Hot 97, absolutely atrocious. I think he's going to be gone as soon as they get past the mandatory sign-in period. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, we'll sign you for 1 or 2 years. Then after we renegotiate, he's out the door as soon as that's done.
He's obviously talking about Mero when he says your replacement is even worse. Here's the thing when it comes to Mero and Academics and his beef. I don't feel bad at all because Mero and them was literally effing with... Academics had never said a goddamn thing to him. They just came about the blue when they had their show. Like after they left Complex, they got like a TV deal. They thought they was like on top of the world. And they were dissing Academics because of it. They were just dissing Act for no reason. So when you're picking at Act, when he did nothing to you, and now you mad that he picking at you because you felt like you've been quiet on the beat for a while, nah, that's not.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk.
Have you talked to Mystical or any of your family to see what's going on?
I ain't talked to him recently, but the last court date, I was talking to some of the family members that went to the court date, and they was telling me how the lawyers were whooping like whooping them.
Hold on. Yeah. No, you're right. They were doing what?
They were telling how the lawyers was whooping them, like making points, valid points on why there's no way he could have did this.
Well, how do we get from that to this? How does it move like this?
So I'm gonna tell you like this, man. First of all, they gotta get them one more big headline to make it seem like it's gonna be something. Like, remember the last time he got let out? Now they said he was facing life.
Right.
Didn't let him out. So now with this one, he did plead guilty. I seen that. But look, everybody talking about 20 years. He pleaded guilty to a lesser charge, to 20 years.
Explain.
But they just gonna say 20 years to make it sound like, oh, that's good for the headlines, right?
You say up to 20 years is just them trying to amp it up, is what you're saying.
Right, but what I'm saying is even them saying up to 20 years, that's all you hear is 20 years. They ain't saying the real. They ain't saying he pled guilty to a lesser charge, 2 to 20. They saying he pled guilty, he facing 20. You see how the media do that to you?
Yeah, but when you read these articles and stuff that they're putting out, like on the news article, WBRZ2, which I just played, the one I played yesterday, which was Channel 7, these are Louisiana-based news stations. What would the news stations benefit from, of course, viewership, but why would they spice it up? Would you see them walk?
Today we're putting two food gadget titans to the test, Temu versus Amazon. I'll be trying out cheap Temu knockoffs, sophisticated foodie gadgets only found on Amazon. You're telling me this thing makes meatballs? And some of the most outrageous, borderline illegal items I can't believe are actually sold on the internet. To answer the ultimate question, is cheap Temu better than expensive Amazon? Let's find out.
All right, Max, time for your first Temu gadget. It's time for the automatic meatball maker, starting with the Temu version that comes in at just $12.
I think we just fill up the little hopper here, just kind of lining up the 4 prongs like so, and we should be able to push out. That looks like a sausage that's been cut in half. Oh boy. I don't know in what world you can call this a meatball. Okay, one thing I will say is the more they cook, they seem to be developing more of like a circular meatball shape. I'm actually feeling a bit more optimistic on these. Well, guys, I was a hater, but clearly I spoke too soon because these are some beautiful looking little meatballs, especially for only 12 bucks. These really don't look half bad. That is delicious.
Okay, Max, next up, the Amazon version at an eye-watering $117.
You're telling me this thing makes meatballs? I believe all we do is stuff the meat inside of the hopper. We'll say it can hold a lot of meat. Now this top part almost acts as like a plunger. We put it in the top, and from here, using pressure, we're gonna push down. Oh my God, they're coming out so weird. It's also a crazy workout. And release. Probably made like 1 dozen, 2 dozen so far. Upon first review, they don't look great. And we'll try cooking them up. I will say the more they cook, the more they're becoming ball-shaped. But as you can see, these are tiny meatballs. That's kind of small. The biggest machine of all time that could be mistaken for a medieval torture device. And what we've made are these tiny little microscopic meatballs. They are pretty cute, but given everything, this is an easy W for Temu.
Next up, smokeless indoor grills. This Temu version costs $24.
Okay, I'm trying to understand in what world this would be considered a smokeless grill. Like, where is the smoke gonna go other than directly in my house? The coils are definitely hot. We're gonna add a little bit of oil. Time for the moment of truth. Right off the bat, we've developed some nice smokiness. Let's give it a flip. I mean, the smokeless component aside, clearly not delivering the best crust in the world. That right there is great. I mean, this thing does not nearly get hot enough, but most disappointingly, to say it is smokeless would be the biggest lie of the century. Realistically, the steak is trash, terrible crust. It is smoking directly. Can you see the smoke? Something you guys might not know about me is I have sinusitis. You know what it's from? Cooking in a house with 0 ventilation. Let's move on to Amazon. It's terrible.
Amazon's $143 version actually looks like a smokeless grill. Let's see if it works.
I believe this is a legit smokeless grill. I say that because I see these fans on the side. There's a slight suction on both sides. We've reached the maximum temperature here, so all that's left to do is add our steak. I mean, if you look closely, there is very limited smoke leaving the actual unit. The vast majority is being sucked right up. That is sick. So crazy. When I open it up, no steam or smoke comes out. Okay, does it have the best crust I've ever seen on a steak? Definitely not. Sort of right on the line, but it's not terrible. Let's see how we did. Cooked very nicely, decent char, but most importantly, zero smoke. An easy win for Amazon.
Max, you're gonna love this one. Here we have flamethrowers. At $27, it looks legit, but I'm a little sketched out.
Temu steak searing flamethrower. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, oh wow. Let's see how it goes on steak. I'm gonna be honest, I've used a lot of devices like this in my time. I've never developed a sear like this in that short of amount of time. Look at that sear. It was maybe 15 seconds of searing, but that is freaking perfect. This is an incredible product.
Amazon's is nearly 5 times the price and resembles more of a weapon than the Temu version. Let's see if the higher price develops a better sear.
Okay, 4 times the price, but I have to say, this thing looks at least 4 times as cool. Give it a shot. Ooh. Hello. So the only way to change the amount of heat to do this. See, the other one had a trigger, which I like. There we go. Come to Papa. That was chill. Okay, so in terms of how it actually seared, as you can see, beautiful crust, roughly the same amount of time, but for a 75% discount, honestly, I think I like the Temu one better.
Max is no stranger to car cooking, so he's gonna like this one. At $28, this plugs directly into your car outlet, so you can sear a steak on the go.
A little bit cramped, but here we go. We have our wire here that connects directly into the car, just like so. Go in with the oil. We'll season up our beautiful steak and see what happens. It's been cooking for about 5 minutes. Let's see what we got. Ooh, boy. I mean, that right there is literally more gray than the color gray. That right there is a negative crust. Okay, come here, let's listen closely. Slice into it. It looks like boiled meat. Kyle, I will let you do the honors here.
Tastes like boiled meat.
Oh, God. Let's try the Amazon version.
The Amazon car cooker costs $50, almost 2 times as much, so hopefully this one gets hot enough to give our steak a proper sear.
Okay, next up, $50 from Amazon. It's a lot more shallow. Have to say this is giving me major flashbacks to my car cooking era. Some real OGs might know what I'm talking about. But either way, in with the steak. Oh, wow. Yep, significantly more of a sizzle here. I will say it's died down very quickly, but we'll let it cook and see what happens. Our steak should be done, but once again, absolutely zero crust action. Far less gray on the inside, but the key point, that crust. And kind of finish it up. Okay, spent probably 5 to 7 minutes sharpening. Let's see how it works. Instantly book an appointment with more than 150.
I don't know, but I saw it in the photo.
Why would you ever want to peel a tomato like this? Why, even a grape, like what's up with that? On we go. You know what, we'll throw some tomatoes in there too, just because, why not? I have zero confidence in this machine. Is this electric powered? Jog and discharge, I don't understand what either. We have peel and eject. That right there is a difference between Temu and Amazon. One makes sense, one definitely does not. The question is, which product is better, especially for double the price? And with the grapes and the tomatoes. This one's way harder to use. The other one, like, it just seems to go on easier. Time to peel. Whoa! Talk about night and day difference. Look at the speed. It even ejects fast too. This is so much more advanced than the Temu version, and I mean, the results speak for themselves. They look so good. It took about 10 seconds. I don't know who out there is in the unique position where they need tomatoes or grapes peeled to perfection, but if that is you, then this is the product you need. Worth every penny. Take a sip of that and tell me it's not the best juice you've ever had.
It's really good.
Right? Honestly, I don't think we post this section and we come out with our own grape tomato juice.
Next up, we're about to find out how turkey deli meat is made. Temu's version costs $13, while Amazon's costs $37.
Homemade deli meat. I had no idea that was even possible. Though somehow this one here is literally 3 times the price. Basically what it looks like is there's a cylinder, we have what appears to be a spring on the inside, and there's also a temperature gauge. Really the only difference I noticed is the more expensive one does have a bigger thermometer. And we'll start by adding in our ground turkey. Now some people don't know this, but the vast majority of the turkey deli meat is made out of ground meat. Next, we'll add in our salt and seasoning blend. We'll get it shut and mix. What you're looking for is a sticky texture that kind of holds together, and that right there is it. Now from here, I'll start by loading up our Temu version. If this ends up turning into edible and delicious deli meat, we'll be kind of shocked. All right, now let's move over to the Amazon version. I mean, it does smell very nice. It has like a black pepper undertone. Do our best to remove any and all air pockets. We kind of add the plunger down. The spring should kind of create some pressure, forcing all that meat in there. Pretty tight squeeze. Now we'll do the Amazon version. That right there should be perfect. From here, we'll transfer both of them to some nearly boiling water to bring them up to exactly 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay guys, it has taken exactly 2 hours. Time to throw them in the fridge overnight to rest. Okay, it has been 24 hours. I am dying to see what this looks like. Oh, wow. It was like one of those little Jack-in-the-Box things. Though I will say, it smells unfreaking believable. Even Cleo wants some. No, no, go. Ow, kitty cat, get out of here. And we'll see if it releases. Oh, it's actually releasing. Come on. Oh, that looks terrible. Legitimately looks like an alien fetus. What? I just lost my appetite. Wow, it's very hard and dense. I mean, it looks exactly like bologna, but in turkey form. Since we mixed it extremely well, as you can see, it has that beautiful homogeneous look, exactly like you'll find in a supermarket. And the best part is, we didn't have to use any meat glue. Wow, it even tears as if it was a whole turkey breast. This is amazing. Now let's see how our Amazon version compares. Learned my lesson last time. I'm ready for the spring. Oh, okay. Oh, I see no visual improvement. Exact same texture as the last one. Just take a look. Homemade slices of turkey deli meat. They both taste very legit. I honestly recommend you guys try this, but they are essentially the same, so I'm going with Temu.
Next up, the infrared steak cooker. Temu's version is just $20, and let's just say it looks like an even cheaper George Foreman.
There is no on or off switch. Literally all you do is plug it in. Psych. It's actually getting hot very quickly. Give it a light spray of avocado oil. The big question, can it cook a steak? Oh, that's a nice little sizzle. And we'll cover the top. Oh, interesting. So it kind of like form fits to the thickness of the steak, allowing us to beautifully cook from both sides. But what's most important, let's check on the sear. Oh, honestly not great. Very pale, a little bit of crust action on the sides, but let's give it a flip and see how it looks. That's pretty gray, and there's very, very inconsistent crust action. Maybe if I squeeze down, it'll like force the crust onto the steak. Let's take another peek here. All right, I mean, definitely a little bit of improvement. The problem is it's super inconsistent. Okay, so our steak is completely cooked. Give it a slice. Pretty significant gray exterior. The crust is just not it. Definitely not my best work. Also, just after one use, it smells absolutely terrible. I think this is a one-time use. It's going in the trash.
At roughly 10 times the price, the Amazon version is looking significantly more premium with multiple settings and impressive construction.
Okay, this bad boy is $150. Honestly, that is a lot for an indoor skillet. In this case, it only heats up from the bottom. It does have like a splatter guard. Let's see how it works on the steak. Once again, we'll hit it with a little oil and on with the steak. Oh yeah. That is the sound we're looking for. Fully self-contained, I'm not noticing any liquid or oil kind of coming out of it. But the only question is, how is that sear? Let's give it our first flip here. I have to say, I am not mad about how this seems to be cooking. Like, look at that crust. Really not a bad looking steak, especially compared to the first one. No. I'd say worth the money. Uneasy win for Amazon.
Next up, the meat grinder. Temu's meat grinder costs $38, which could be a great deal as other versions can easily cost $200 to $300.
What we have is a beautiful hunk of chuck roast, and in she goes. I mean, it definitely ground it, but I will say it feels like it's gonna explode at any moment. Like it's kind of like just moving all around. Let's try another piece here. Does it feel sturdy? No, but you can't argue with these results. Like this meat is perfectly ground, very consistent in size. I don't know how long this thing's gonna last given how it's made, but does it work? The answer is yes.
Amazon's $60 meat grinder kind of looks more like a food processor. I'd be shocked if this actually works.
2 times the price for our Amazon version. I've actually never used this style of meat grinder. Let's see if it works. We have 2 blades here, which I have to say aren't super sharp. Either way, we'll go in with the chuck roast, throw on the top. Looks like we have 2 settings here, 1 and 2. We'll start with the first. Oh, does not seem to be working very well at all. Let's move over to the second setting. Oh yeah, yeah, it's working a lot better, but still kind of taking a bit. Let's check out the consistency of the grind. Very, very fine. I was so ready to say that I didn't like this little thing. Like it just feels a bit more convenient, definitely way easier to clean. Can't believe I'm saying it. Amazon wins.
Here we have breakfast sandwich machines. For $30, our Temu version allegedly makes whipping up an Egg McMuffin even easier than before with a quintuple layer cooking system.
It just looks so over-engineered. Like look at the layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First up, the bottom of our English muffin. Next, some cheese. Next, a nice piece of ham. Next, the egg. I'm gonna break it up a little bit to kind of help it cook, and we'll season it up. Kind of confused on this next step, but we just go directly on that raw egg with the top. No idea how the egg is actually gonna cook, but we'll see what happens. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes now. This is the confusing step. What I apparently do now, slide this little part off, releasing the egg, having it fall on top of the bottom. That actually worked surprisingly well. At this stage, it should be done. Am I left with a perfect breakfast sandwich? Honestly, I kind of feel like I am. Crispy exterior, let's slice. Very hot. Let's check out the cross section. Wow. Literally perfectly toasted on both sides, not burnt. The egg appears to be fully cooked. The cheese is nice and melty. I did not have high hopes going into this, but I am pleasantly surprised. It tastes just like an Egg McMuffin from McDonald's. Part of me is like, why don't you just spend the $30 on a pan and make it yourself? But the other part of me is just in love. This thing is a beast.
At $38, our Amazon version is nearly the same product, but from a name brand. So let's find out if a slightly more expensive version is worth it, or if Temu is the deal of the century.
English muffin, cheese, ham. Layer down, egg, top bun, and we'll close it up. Been about 5 minutes. Now we once again release. Okay, and this is what we got. Once again, just picture perfect looking Egg McMuffin, nice crust on the bottom, slice through. Oh my gosh, could not ask for a better breakfast sandwich than that. It doesn't get much better than that. The Amazon one was only like $8 more, but it just felt so much more substantial, and the non-stick component was also way better. So for that reason, it's gonna be Amazon all day.
Next up, we have the automatic noodle machine, and for $15, Temu promises to push out perfect linguine every time.
Actually though, what is this thing? Oh, there's Chinese written on it.
That means out and in.
We have our fresh pasta dough. We'll load up the pasta ray gun. We'll get it screwed on and see what happens. Oh yeah. Oh. So that one made a somewhat thicker noodle. Honestly, not bad.
Now for the $55 Amazon version, this one is looking much more legit. As an added bonus, the writing is in English this time.
Nearly 4 times more expensive for our Amazon version. Let's see if it's worth the extra money. I will say it does feel way more heavy duty. It's all metal, especially this area here. Let's load her up. Going in with our balls of pasta, we'll attach the suppressor. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that flow. Beautiful. That is so, wow, this is way longer somehow. I will say the shape is essentially identical, though this one was a bit longer. And just working this machine, it just feels way better made. Like the other one was kind of glitching out and felt like it was gonna explode. This one is heavy duty.
All right, one of these is not like the other.
Start by tasting the Temu. Oh, that was raw.
I don't think it's raw.
Taste that right now and tell me that if you got that in a restaurant, you'd be like, that tastes good.
I love it.
We're getting off topic here. Let me taste the Amazon.
That's better.
No, you cooked it a little longer. But the big question, which of these two items is a better value? This right here feels like something that will break on the second try, whereas this one right here is just way more heavy duty for a slightly higher premium. With this one, I'm going with Amazon.
Here we have the cheese graters, and at $11, Temu's looks cheap, but still might be faster than a standing hand grater.
I love the motion on this thing, though I will say it feels extremely cheap. We got a suction here. Oh, we are fully suctioned in. Great suction. Kyle, cheese me.
That's the exact same reaction I had when I felt the suction.
Dude, that's a crazy suction. And let's grate. Oh yeah. Are we grating? Wow, look at that flow. That thing is awesome. It's just perfectly suctioned so I can use all the torque. I mean, this right here is what I call a 10 out of 10 product. I don't know how it could possibly get better.
At 8 times the price, the high-tech version of our cheese grater looks impressive, but I'll be surprised if it can grate 8 times better than the Temu version.
How's the suction on this bad boy? Not nearly as good, but it should be automatic, making the suction less necessary. We got the exact same piece of cheese. Let's see how this bad boy works. And once again, a gorgeous vortex on that cheese. Talk about a workhorse. I will say the quality of the grate on the Amazon one seems a little bit more fine, whereas the Temu one is a little more coarse, though I don't think either is necessarily better than the other. I will say both of these products worked incredibly well. This guy right here just isn't quite worth it. So for the everyday person, this time Temu gets the dub.
Next up, extremely powerful lasers. The Temu version costs $24 and slightly resembles a nuclear reactor, so we're gonna wanna be careful with this one.
For $24, apparently this thing can start a fire. Let's find out if it can sear a steak. Well, of course, need our eye protection. Just make sure this works. The reviews say that it'll literally burn your skin right off. I assume that means it can at least partially sear the steak. Disappointing results so far. I mean, that is just not working at all, and it is not even partially warm. No, this thing is a piece of junk. Let's move on to Amazon.
Amazon's version costs $65 and comes in a more premium box, but the laser looks quite similar. Let's see if it can actually sear the steak.
Oh my God, this is way stronger. Can you guys see the beam? It's like a lightsaber. Even through the glasses, I can tell it's way more powerful. Oh, guys, it's happening. Oh, this is probably the most shocked I've ever been on a video. It's actually working. It smells extremely burnt. This thing is absolutely cooking the steak right now. Well, can't argue with those results. 3 times the price, but this thing is easily 10 times better. Another win for Amazon.
Here we have sushi cannons. At $4, Temu's version claims to turn any home chef into a sushi master.
$4 is also a steal. And we'll start by adding on the rice, and we go on with the rod, kind of form that center pocket. We'll go cucumber on this side, some beautiful pieces of salmon on the other. From here, we just close up the bazooka, throw on the cap, give it a little twist to tighten everything up, and I should be left with a beautiful log of sushi. Oh man, this is weird. Now I'm just gonna roll this piece of sushi up. That is a thick old boy. And there we have it. Slice it up like we normally would to get some nice equal pieces of sushi. All things considered, I mean, check out these little pieces of sushi. But for $4, does it work? I mean, you be the judge. Let's give it a taste. I'm not mad about that.
At $27, Amazon's version visually appears much more premium, but has the exact same functionality.
For $27, the Amazon version comes with all sorts of goodies. We have some sushi rollers, a bunch of chopsticks, a slicing guide, and it even comes with a knife. Once again, starting with the rice. To keep things consistent, going with the exact same filling here. Beautiful piece of sashimi grade salmon, and we'll close her up, we'll tighten it up, and we'll release the contents. Just rolling it up nice and tight and sealing it off like so. Because we paid the extra money for it, I'm gonna use this little sushi contraption. Of course, we'll try the knife that came with it. It has these little holes here, which should make the slicing process easier. I will say this is actually working well. Limited sticking on the knife, that's sometimes an issue when it comes to sushi. And this is what we're left with. When it comes to the final product, very uniform, though quite similar to the first one. At the end of the day, both products performed literally the exact same way. Just stick with Temu, spend $4, and you're gonna have a pretty epic sushi night.
Espresso machines can easily cost hundreds of dollars, so at $14, Temu's might be a huge bargain.
Usually something for only $15 that has this many pieces does not work very well, but let's see. We start by going in with the coffee here on the bottom. We'll close it up, flip. Then we fill up the top cap, seal it off, flip it over, unlock here. Ooh. Okay, well, it's been fully pumped. Smells like coffee. It looks like coffee. I mean, is it the best espresso shot I've ever had? Probably not. However, for $15, especially like on the go, I am very impressed. Dude, seriously, this is a great machine. I'm keeping this.
Amazon's portable espresso machine looks similar but costs $100, and it looks significantly more high-tech.
Massive jump in price here to $100, but I will say it feels just a lot more substantial, and it appears to be electronic. We're gonna go in with the coffee, reattaching like so. And the super advanced thing about this one is you can actually use cold water and it'll heat it for you. Started at 25 Celsius, and as you can see, it is quite quickly moving up. That's, oh, what? Oh, wow, okay. We hit our temperature, and without warning, it started producing coffee. Once again, pretty decent froth, and the color does look pretty nice. Of course, the real question is, how does it taste? The espresso's pretty good. Honestly, very similar to the first one, but personally, I actually think I'm gonna go with the cheaper Temu option. There's just something about the mechanical component to the first one that I absolutely love. I like things where you kind of have to like put your back into it.
Hey, why don't you show them your car as an example?
That's a good point. MTV Cribs, this is my car.
How much horsepower you got in this thing?
290 horsepower, 265 pounds of torque, 0 to 60 in 7.6. So the thing about my locks is they are strictly mechanical. The only way to open and lock my car is to use a key. I also have roll down windows. There's something about the movement. All that to say, when it comes to this one for me, Temu is gonna be our winner. However, if you're a bit more tech savvy, then Amazon's the way to go.
Now we have donut makers. At $10, Temu's version looks quite fancy and can make 7 mini donuts all at once.
Okay, it definitely doesn't feel particularly well made, like it's all plastic, and those are some tiny donuts. We'll get it preheated.
Psych!
We have some beautiful donut batter. All right, there's 1, 2, not exactly sure how much to add. This seems to be going okay. A little bit messy, but let's see how this goes. I think they should be done. Woo! I mean, they look like perfect little Krispy Kreme donuts. At least visually, this could not have gone any better. I'll give them a little dip. They are tiny, but man, they just look so freaking good. A few sprinkles just for fun. And that right there is a little mini donut. Like Sophia always says, they're so cute. Definitely not as good as Krispy Kreme, but pretty close.
And now we have Amazon's, which looks nearly identical, but at $30 is 3 times more expensive than Temu's. Let's see if it's 3 times as good.
And on with the batter. These donuts look like they're a bit more wide and less deep. We'll see how that affects the final product. Close it up and let them cook. It's been about 5 minutes. Let's see how they